less than two crew squad. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you are doing well. Hope you've had a good week, and hope you have an even better weekend ahead of you. Here to kickstart the weekend together with another edition of the pad. Hope you are all doing well. Hello, and welcome in. Let me just move myself over here a little bit. There we go, a little better. Let's keep the chat on its side. But yeah, welcome. Hello. I have had a very fun week, busy but fun week. Can't wait to talk about that stuff and so many other things. We're gonna have a good time together here, guaranteed. But before we get any further, of course, let me know if the music's too loud or not. And while you're doing that, let me say hello to the early chatters here. Jinx, welcome in. Ichiyami, hope you're doing well. Chrissy, thank you for the 18-month. Chrissy, appreciate you. Thanks so much for supporting the stream. Welcome back in once again for your 18th month here with the Less Than Two crew. Kim Honey Badger, hello. Samantha, hello. Repeat respawning is my Less Than Two crew. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you too. Via Bella, good evening. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. RG fan, I'm requesting the first Discord Mole watch party date in February so I can get my schedule ready to hear your amazement. Let's put a pin in that. We'll come back to that in a second. Sal's, yeah, welcome in. AJ, hope you're doing well. Happy Friday to you. Kansas, had fun visiting Pal today. So happy to hear it, Kansas. Thank you so much for listening. It's been so much fun doing the new podcast, the Pal, the Pooya and Liana Lounge. And I'm just happy to hear that it's been received very well for all 3 episodes so far. So we are very happy about this. Is good times, good pickings. Let me see. Hold on. All right. Where was I? Happy Pat all. I hope your week was okay. You too, Little Leaf. Welcome in. Pixie Sticks. Hello. Welcome in. Iron Mania. Thank you for giving us up to Meme Queen Sophia. Sophia, if you're in here, welcome into the Lesson 2 crew officially. Compliments of the one and only Iron Mania 2003. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. Let me move the chat to where my eye is more naturally at, which is over here. Perfect. Kalita, hello. Red Wings, thank you for the 38th month. Red Wings, appreciate you. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. And welcome back to Lesson 2 crew. Lori, hello. Genraz, what's good? Pixie Sticks says hello to Lori. Shannon, thank you for not 1, not 2, but 3 months of subscription here in advance. Appreciate it so much. You've subscribed for your 48th month. You will be here for the 51st month. And I can't thank you enough for supporting the stream throughout that time. And Russ, thank you for the 48th month as well, buddy. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Rye Guy, what up? Christian Mingle, hello. Welcome in. Where are we at? Tall Skinny Ben, happy Friday, everyone. Danielle playing bad game on Traitors. Dylan playing the best. Listen, we can get into it in the spoiler talk. I definitely will save some time for some spoiler talk on Traitors, because I know a lot of people would like to talk some Traitors, and we are definitely going to provide that. Sporting the tier list sweatshirt tonight. You know it. Because love thing with the 200 bits. Appreciate you. Craig with the 28th month. Thank you so much. Welcome back into Lesson 2 crew. Pal was very good as always. Thank you, Christian. Thank you. Sunshine, hello. Craig was good. Daisy, good evening to you. Jill, thank you for the 51st month. I think you might have finally found a person who agrees with your grocery list take. Yes, thank you. That makes me happy. I felt like I ended up on the island when I thought Liana was on an island. Appreciate it, Jill. Thank you. Didn't mean that. You're good, Craig. You're good. Happy and chatable. Everyone's good. Happy Pat Friday. So behind on my podcast this week, but I love the first couple Pal episodes. So fun. Mythical Jade, I'm happy you've enjoyed the Pal so far. Thank you for letting me know. And hope you enjoy episode 3 when you get a chance to check it out. Hannah, thank you for the 51st month. Appreciate you. Welcome back into Lesson 2 crew officially. Hey, Jordan, welcome in. I wish I could see the next episode of Traitors. That'd be nice. I would agree. Need to talk Traitors UK in that twist. Exclusively, there will not be any Traitors UK spoilers or conversation from me for 2 reasons. Number 1, I know a lot of people have been waiting for the show to end to binge it, so I know a lot of people here would not have watched it. Number 2, I'm recording the podcast with Annabelle tomorrow in the afternoon, and hopefully speed running it to make sure it gets uploaded by tomorrow night, so you'll hear all my thoughts. Let me tell you this, I have many thoughts about the last 3 episodes, so we'll get into those on the pod. But hey, if you want to ask any questions or you want me to specifically, take an insight to the pod, If you're in either the RHAP Discord or my Discord, either or, just put the 2 lines, like put the spoiler tag, but at me in the spoiler tag so I can read it and address it on the pod, so to speak. Also, grocery shop like you, Jordan. Another one has joined the club. I appreciate it. I appreciate you telling me more, rather. So thank you. Julie is here with 3 underscores separating the is and the here. 1, 1, 2 on the other. Thank you for your prime sub. I'm going to get one of these, Julie. So I do appreciate you taking a chance on me and using it on me. I will not let you down. Hope you enjoy the content this month. Did I watch the finale? I did, about an hour before I hopped on here. So need that podcast right now. Matt, I will deliver. I promise you. I will deliver the goods. Copy a text I got from my sister about my 5-year-old nephew. Earlier, Ian said Monkey doesn't wear any pants. On all I know of that song is Monkey doesn't wear any pants. Monkey does the sexiest of dances. But I always told Ian to say silliest instead of sexiest. And he's like, that song has a bad word in it. Do you want to know it? And I said, no. And then I said, well, okay. Think he was going to say sexiest. And then he said, fucking wow. Okay, so Ian just does his own thing is what I'm hearing responding. Dupree's got welcome and hello. Armenia says, pretty funny thing happened in Goose Goose today. I put a hit out on a friend saying I would pay out a gift sub to the one who killed them, and Meme Queen won the bounty. Okay, Armenia. And Meme Queen, did Meme Queen get to select which stream, or you were like, you get the stream you like? Or was this a gift sub that you gave Meme Queen? Does Meme Queen stream as well? Give me more context here. This music's too much, chat. I do apologize. Maybe it's low for you, but it was loud for me. And the song was too intense. Don, I think of the 50th month. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. You should have watched it with us in the Discord. We just finished that. And the reunion too. I did not know there was a reunion. Is that the last episode of Uncloaked, Jill? Because I will have to check that out before pod. She said I should pick. I know she likes Goose Goose. Well, I appreciate it, Armenia. Meme Queen, if you end up seeing this, Sunday at 5, we got our own Goose Goose lobby here that you can check out. I'm blaming Traitors for him saying this word lol. In last week's episode, they said it like 6 times. And yeah, kids can't be watching the Traitors. It's an uncensored show. But yeah, no, I was watching it with Liana, and then she went to go watch Drag Race, and I finished the rest of it on my own. I think I ended up watching it actually about 30-ish minutes before y'all did. I did see the Joe Manganiello having to eat 50 chicken nuggets to satisfy a bet. Which I was like, come on, Joe, double it and then talk to me, you know? Dennis, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Okay, I'm fully caught up with everybody. Now, let's quickly recap what went down this week to set up some topics in case anyone would like to use any of those topics for conversation, or if you have your own topics in mind or own questions in mind, I'm going to unlock the form if you would like to do an anonymous question. It's exclamation advice in the chat. I'll activate it there, pull up here, and then I'll put the command in the chat for you as well myself. Exclamation advice. That link can be used to anonymously submit any questions here. If you're new here, what we do tonight is we just have a conversation the whole time. Me and you and me and you, both of us. You can either do that publicly in the chat because I will read everything, or you could do it anonymously through the form if you would like. It's completely up to you, and depending on the subject matter, you might be a chatter that wants to put it in the form. That's completely fine with me. Okay, so this week, I know, like I said, I know Traitors conversation is going to come up, but I'm going to hold that a little bit until later in the stream when everyone is pulled up. Because what happened last week was a couple people showed up late, and we had already talked about the Traitors, and they wanted to talk, but it was too late. So you know what I mean. But yeah, actually this week. Now I'm blanking. Let me take a sip of my tea. I'm talking a little too fast. Do you celebrate a birthday this week, or is it next month? It's next month. My birthday is February. But I appreciate you knowing around which time. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's open up with this, shall we? Jason, thank you for the 38th month, Jason. Appreciate you. All right. So if you know something about me, you know that I like to keep my promises. And I feel very bad and very guilty when I do not hold up to those promises, which is why sometimes I'm a little more cagey with promises I do make, because I'm like, I don't even know if I can fulfill this. But I had a goal at one point through the pad that had come about, and that was I had to watch a particular show. And so if you don't know the show, it's called The Mole. And I had committed to watching the first season of The Mole, not the Netflix one, the original. And so I was like, yeah, by the end of 2023, I got you. I'm gonna watch it. Did not happen. By the end of 2024, I'll watch it. Did not happen. And then we committed to, okay, if you can get me 25 people who say they're in, we'll do a watch party of it. And then a couple weeks went by, the 25 people finally accumulated. And then I was like, well, now I'm very busy. I'm going to have a lot to do. I watched the entire season in the last 2 days. I have finished The Mole season 1 on my own. And here's the thing. I didn't know if I could commit to a watch party. I really didn't. I had already pushed it to February. And I was like, I don't know, because I'm going to be gone like a whole week in the middle of February. And then I was like, I begin, it's a whole thing. But it's over. I did watch the entire thing. So I can answer anything. If you want to quiz me to see if I'm lying, you can, because I have watched it. Season 2 watch party. Here's the thing. No. This take might upset some of you. It was okay. I was not moved. It was fine. I wasn't vibing with it. I'm being very honest with you. I wasn't vibing with it. There were moments where I just felt like I was going through the motions. Do the confessionals annoy you? They annoy me. I don't know what it was exactly. But what I do know is that I don't think it's like, I didn't hate the show, to be clear. How do I unsubscribe? It's too late. No, I'm just kidding. I don't like that, Lori. That seems a little no. Here's the thing. I don't think the show itself was bad. And I didn't hate it. It wasn't like a hate watch. If I wasn't enjoying it, I would have come on here and been like, let me be honest. I watched the first 3 episodes. Not for me. I'm not going to do it. But I was enjoying it enough to keep going and watch it. And it's so easy to watch as well, by the way. But I think it was a result of the hype that I heard about it. And I'm not saying just y'all did this. I've been hearing about The Mole from so many sources for so many years, in similar fashion to how I feel like people were with The Genius when I hadn't watched it. Oh my God, you've not watched The Genius? You should. It's such a good show. And I think that's what it was. Where it was like so hyped that I was like, okay, this show's gonna blow my mind. And then it didn't. I've already watched the first 2 seasons of the Netflix Mole. I think it's that, and I think personally, I don't love the format of the Mole. Inherently, like, it's not the most entertaining format for me, but it still had some very fun moments. I really will say, I really like Anderson Cooper as the host. It is a shame that he is not the host in this revival. But yeah, I also had The Mole on my short list of 2, and the 2 people I shortlisted were the final 3. So it wasn't my top choice. It ended up being my second choice, who ended up being The Mole. So yeah. Such quick binges you would not have heard that much hype if you had watched it in 2013. Well, I also was not privy to the show existing in 2013, RJP fan. Or are you saying 2023? This is me fishing for likes. Wow, Jay, wow. I remember watching it as it aired and being slightly underwhelmed, but I was young. Yeah, I feel like part of it, I was talking to Leon, I was like, maybe it's because I didn't watch it like early days. Like, I've seen so many other shows now, or maybe it's just mentally where I'm at. Because let me tell you, I'm all in on Dondi. Right now. Jinx says, would you rather watch Dondi 2 or Mole 2? Dondi. I binged all of Dondi season 1 in like 11 hours. And I was captivated the entire time. And I had already watched the first 2 episodes of season 2 before I watched season 1. And I just really enjoyed it. I really did. To be fair, it was really, really good for 2001. And I don't doubt that for a second, repeat respawning. And that's what I'm saying, is that maybe because of how much more shows there are now, maybe it felt different. Season 2 is one of the best seasons of TV. I will report back. If I end up feeling the inspiration to check it out, you'll be the first to know. So you'll be the first to know. And listen, y'all are hyping it up. I would hate to come in here and be like, I didn't feel it, So I appreciate you hearing me out. Hey, T. Lindy in the building. Has been a minute. Welcome. And I haven't caught a pad in forever. Welcome back. But I'm happy to be here. Pooya, I'm absolutely loving the new pod with Liana. I also listened to your Pod Friends interview and it was so good. It was a fun walk down memory lane and it made me feel so proud of you. I remember when you were first starting out on RHAP and so you think your podcast. Well, thank you so much, T. Lindy. Hold up. Is this the first time we're talking since when last pad happened, so the Pod Friends had not gone out yet, right? Chat? Damn. So yeah, that counts as part of this week. The article I wrote came out this week. It's been a busy one. Well, all those were recorded. They just came out later. First time since the drop. There we go. It would be fun if you guessed it on Dondi podcast, although I think you're pretty booked. Booked, busy, blessed. Yes. If they ever ask me, I'll be there because I'm very much enthusiastic about this show right now. We have another 2.5 years or so for you to watch season 2. All right. Was that necessary? Was that dig necessary? Respawning. Oh, your pause this week of Max. I loved hearing you speak on Rob's Trader game compared to him in Dondi. It really spoke to me. Having watched Dondi, I kind of understood him a little bit more. I still think he made the wrong move, but I also was like, well, this is Rob. Like, am I expecting Rob to play a different person's game? Because it's impossible to a certain degree, depending on the person. Just finished Pod Friends last night. Okay, Hannah, appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. And thank you, Kim. Thank you so much. Pod Friends kept me company while mindlessly doing like way too much laundry. Hey, it's done now, right? Have you put it away yet, or is it just chilling? Because if you're me, it's just chilling. But I hope you've put it away already. Pooya Palooza. Well, thank you, Canzilla. Festival going on. I need to watch Dondi. There were so many good shows on right now. This is a golden age of reality TV that we're in right now, it feels like. Like, there's just a resurgence in reality TV content, and it's been so good. That dig was not necessary. Not on the day that I tell you I've watched the show, finally. Duffy, I have watched the Traitors UK finale. I will not be talking about it so as to not spoil anybody who either has not watched it yet or is about to binge the whole show over the weekend. I put all away, hangers and everything. Oh, you're better than me then. You're better than me, and that's good. That's a good thing. I love doing laundry while streaming Blood on the Clock Tower on my TV. That's honestly not a bad recipe. If anything can get you to do your chores, it's a net positive in my books. A lot of podcasts have put me through a lot of tasks that I've needed to do. Did you watch the Joe Schmo reboot? You know, Red Wings, I have not. I didn't even watch the original. So, like, I don't know when or if I'm going to end up getting into it. I mean, obviously, it's one of those things where if everyone's like, no, you should, then I might. Is it only one episode a week thing? Loved your Queen Leona Lounge too when she raised her arms and said, I'm going to try it. I died. I still don't. I was like, what are you doing? Stop this. What are you doing? Tuesday nights on TBS. Okay. Do you know if the Patreon link for Traitors UK finale is up? So I don't watch it on the Patreon or on the, I don't use the spreadsheet for Traitors UK. Sam is on vacation. Otherwise, I would have been like, hey, Sam in the chat, let's get him to check. But if any patrons here have, you let me know. Or more importantly, you let End Hero know here. I was bored by the first app. Oh, Matt, you've already checked it out, eh? Matt, how much did you binge the entirety of Traitors UK in the last like 2 days? Cell phones with AT and home phone is the reboot that's needed. I know it's not food, but still. They filmed it 4 years ago and it's been in the can till now. Wow. Why did they not push it out till now, Red Wings? Do you know? Joe Schmo was very like Jury Duty-ish. Well, I think Jury Duty was Joe Schmo-ish because Joe Schmo came first. But it's very much that similar premise, I believe. You missed out on seeing Tosh be iconic on later episodes of The GOAT. Yeah, I watched the first episode of The GOAT and then didn't watch any more of it. If anyone needs an on Patreon link for Traitors UK, feel free to whisper me. Jay is coming in clutch with the content. Hey, and Hira, if you're still here, I see you're in the chat. Hit up Jay. Hit up Jay. Jay got you. I watched it all on Wednesday, then yesterday, and today's as they came out. Damn, Matt. That's a lot. There's a lot of content back to back to back to back. But hey, I think he made the right choice. Traitors, here's my thing, and the more I'm watching Traitors US, the stronger I end up feeling about this. I feel like I'm getting to a place where I'm almost willing to say Traitors US is a different show than the rest of the Traitors franchises. And the reason for that is that I think the stunt casting that US does makes Traitors US a different show. It doesn't have the rawness of Traitors UK. Like, I would argue, without, again, no spoilers, personal opinion and personal ranking, I think season 3 of Traitors UK is weaker than season 1 and 2. That being said, I still think there was horrendous gameplay, immaculate gameplay, like throughout the whole thing. I feel like I feel like with the US, it's too much, and you know, I feel like I see discourse for both shows, and I feel like a lot of the discourse for US ends up becoming like zeroed in on the Big Brother players can't play, or the Survivor players do this, or the Housewives do that, or they don't do enough. And it doesn't, I think it needs to be either. No, it can't be either. They need to make 2 shows a season, I think, or a year. And I think that would be good money for them too. Make one a civilian show. That way you still can get and bring new people onto the scene, onto the reality TV scene. New icons are created every day on this in this genre, and then you can still have the January celebrity drop, so to speak, which is this, right? The cast that's like star-studded. That's at least how I'm feeling right now. So, T Lindy, thank you for the prime sub. Appreciate you. Welcome back for your 17th month. Appreciate it. It's kind of like Blood on the Clock Tower Saturdays versus Blood on the Clock Tower Mondays. Interesting. Tell me more, Matt. I agree with what Jay said in the Discord. Traitors US needs a civilian season, a celebrity season. I agree. But I feel like I'm about to have a great weekend. I just found out my wallet that I lost about a month ago. Okay, I was so stressed out about this, and it just fell on my floor. Oh my God. Tomster, that is huge. Because I was about to say, if you just found it and it was like given back to you, I hope you've like canceled all those credit cards. But it sounds like it was at home all along, which is a great thing. Claudia was so funny again this season. Claudia stays delivering, in my opinion. Anonymous Gifter has gifted 2 people a subscription. I don't know who you are, Anonymous Gifter, but I do appreciate you. First of all, supporting the stream. Second of all, bringing 2 new people into the community. I say new, but these are familiar names here. Specifically, Totally Funkless, aka Steffi, welcome back in. And Unger Games 13 in the Lesson 2 crew once again. All right, Kelly Kate says the Patreon link is not up yet. Okay, good to know. Thanks for the update. Canada's half-half and it still feels like it's closer to UK. Yes. I think Canada, what helps with Canada, Jordan, is that I feel like even the half-half of it all, I think there's a lot of Canadians that do not know the quote-unquote celebrities from some of these other shows. You know, like let's talk about Netta. Netta was known by maybe 3 people in that entire house, maybe 3 or 4. Everyone else did not know Netta like that. And I think it speaks to obviously Canadian content not being consumed as much, which can be tragic, but also it works for the format because I would hate it if it's just a heroes versus, not heroes versus, like a fans versus favorites, where it's like, yep, it's half people who are hella established. Could you imagine a season where it's like half the cast is like Boston Robs and the other half is people who want to play with Boston Robs? That would be not good. I don't like that. But yeah, I think that I think also I personally like that no one knows each other when they come into the UK. I really do. You watch people make these bonds, get way too attached to some of those bonds, but then also make other bonds. Whereas I feel like there's so much expectation put on the backs of people we already are familiar with, but also on players that now have to do good with it. You should play with this person. You should understand that person. And I don't like, no. Anyway, there's a lot of feeling involved for me. So yeah. I never knew Love Mouse. I didn't cancel it. Oh, that works out perfectly. Snyler, hello. McKenna, what up, what up? All right, wow, give things up to someone who's... Okay, RG event, we're not shaming people for having opinions. Let's stop this. Let's stop this. Peacock needs to add a second civilian season per year. I think it's free money for them too, low key. If they dropped, because right now January is a relatively uncontested spot for the Traitors and for Peacock, because the other show that runs now at this time is their own show in Dondi. I don't see why you couldn't run one in August or September. I mean, I guess that you would be having more competition then, but why not? Why not? You could do it. Do you think US and UK should drop at the same time in January, or should it be dropped separately? Preferably for me, Zoke, I would love if they drop separately, because then I can spread them out and spread the content out and really focus in on one season at a time. But I understand that they're two different markets and they're going to post them when they're going to post them. It just so happens they both love the January slot, which means I'm here every January talking about 2 seasons of the show in like 1 month. But, you know, that's fine. Ooh, take a break, Jay. Take a break. Yes, the Survivor Redemption Island, don't want that. I was so into Traitors Canada too. I'm glad I finally watched it. I'm happy you did, Kelly Kate. I want Boston Rob in the Muppet season, though. That would be fun. And not knowing them as an audience is good too. I agree. I feel like that's the thing that you lose, because obviously getting to see our like superstars and people we like is great. But I also think about people that I get introduced to that I would have never checked out. And that's more so the things that stick with me. For example, Phaedra from last year, who I would have never known had it not been for the Traitors. I loved getting to see stuff like that. But I feel like also people coming in with, like, you have your favorites coming in. Let's not kid ourselves. I think a lot of people will have like, oh, I really am rooting for this person, this person, this person. And then they lose that person early and then they're upset. You know, for example, I know a lot of people, Tony leaves, they're like, oh man, I got soured on the season now. And it's like, that really shouldn't be how you watch this show. There's so much goodness here, but it's hard to separate that from what you want. So, you know. But yeah, I just like seeing new people. I think of so many of these people that are quote unquote legends now were civilians initially. Or in better words, I knew it was either at work or home, and I wasn't at work. There we go. What reality show that was good but ultimately got canceled should come back? I feel like BB Can is an option right there. I see you mentioned Who Done It. While I've not finished it, watching the first 6-7 episodes of it, I think it's a good show and it could come back. I think for the strategy heads, the Genius, I'm not even saying the reboot that's coming to America or the UK one. I want the Korean show back. I'm trying to think of some other formats that were a thing and then not a thing. Get back to you on that one. Let me see. I can't imagine the Traitors needs a very high budget. They have to rent the castle and get the set pieces done for... I think, here's my take. I'm gonna guess, because I can't say I have to imagine. I'm gonna guess that the Traitors US does cost a pretty penny to make, because I think some of these people get appearance fees to just be on the show. I do think so. While I do also think that the success of the show has made it so that the prestige of being on the Traitors is a bigger deal than let's say being on House of Villains is, or maybe even a Dondi. Well, Dondi has a bigger, like, you have a bigger chance of nailing more money if you win. Whereas Traitors, the prize is what, $250,000? I mean, there's only 2 weeks work, so why not? But I think their budget goes into booking people for the show potentially. So waiting for Traitors on PO got me to watch Dondi. And Jinx, do you regret this situation? And they just drop it all at once if they don't want something that's spread a couple months. Wait, what do you mean, Red Wings? AZ, thank you for the 30-month AZ. Appreciate you. Welcome back into Lesson 2, Crintomster. Thank you for giving us up to repeatedly respawning. Thank you so much for making them, repeatedly resubscribing. Thanks to you. Thank you so much, and welcome and respawning. I totally respect differences of opinion, but reserve the right to troll and mock when they are wrong, as do my friend in the chat. In the chat, we all fam. I wouldn't have it any other way, RHUE fan. Totally with you on that point. It's so hard catching up with so many episodes that I haven't listened to a lot of podcasts. I've lost so many podcasts. Like no. I've been listening to so many less podcasts than I once used to. I used to listen to everything. I don't do that anymore. It gets overwhelming for me. I think a combination of that and like I don't have a commute. I don't walk to work anymore. So I don't have a lot of like, usually podcasts would fill my ears walking everywhere. I don't have that a lot anymore. That's what happens when you stun kiss. Yeah, if it's unknowns, they're gonna pay you to be on the show almost. It's my goal to have my first ever finished pair of hand knit socks by the end of this weekend. How deep into the progress are you, Jay? If you were giving me a percentage, how deep are you into the process? It's the inevitable downside from them casting established reality stars. They get the eyeballs from people who know the names, but you run the risk. Exactly. And I feel like this is why I think they should split it. And they don't even need to, the problem is I think their fear of, well, what are we going to call the other show if we were to spin it off? Is it the Traitors? That becomes the Traitors, and then this becomes the Celebrity Traitors? Because then people are like, wait, this isn't the show I signed up for. So maybe you do Traitors All-Stars. I don't know. But I think there's a world where you can do two and get all the goodness. I mean, I'll watch both. Hunted was a great show, you know. Hunted was nice. Stranded with $1 million was good low key. Madeline, was that the one that was on, I want to say Fox in like 2016? I think that's the one, right? Or am I thinking of something else? Oh no, I love knowing that we can bother Pooya about moving forward. You can bother me. Y'all bother me about everything. Come on. If I think they could get a good budget and really do whodunit up big, I think that's entirely possible. Admit my ignorance. I don't know what Dondi is. I looked it up on the intro. Oh yeah, it's Deal or No Deal Island, Monkey Boy Wilson. It's basically half deal or no deal, half missions to fight for immunity, a little bit of strategy as well. So think of it as like Deal or No Deal with some higher stakes than just the game show itself. And it's fun. It's very fun. It's like the strategy is like bare minimum, in my opinion. Is a lot more about the cast, the characters, and I think they cast really well. Murder in Small Town X. Is that a show, Jill? Does anyone know where the term civilian originated the way Pooya used it? I've heard it from Rob and Mike too. I don't get it. I feel like I don't remember. It was early Trader days. I think it's also Kelly Kid. It's also like in like games of Mafia. Like, you know how Mafia, some will say it's like townspeople, some will say villagers, some say civilian. It's like one of those. It's like one of those games uses the word civilian. I also feel like it came in from like I feel like I want to say UK reality TV maybe. But yeah. I feel like I heard about Traitors more on random other non-reality pods, and I haven't heard about other stuff like HOV. Softy, it's definitely more of a show like that's on mainstream level now. Like I think that the Traitors right now, as things stand, is part of like the big three of reality shows that end up on a lot of radars. More like beyond just reality TV fans' radars, let me say. I think those big three, and you can add more or tell me I'm wrong on any of these, but I think the big three are Love is Blind, Love Island, and Traitors. I think these are the three that are everywhere. But then also I think, you know, Survivor, I think has done better and has become more of a, it's coming back up. I think I've seen more content about Survivor on non-reality TV spaces. So, but yeah, those I think the three to me off the top of my head. If they really wanted to, they could just drop a Trader season in one day. But I feel like they've learned now with the way they're doing it. They're maximizing their content and their conversation, and I think it's more profitable to do it this way. Like, I think they are right now. Traitors is the #1 non-scripted show in the US. And I think they like that. Does anybody remember the reality show Playing It Straight? I have not heard this show. I went through so many podcasts when I rode the bus every day. Samesies. The bus, the walk. Listen to the Traitors we got on my flight today. Ro, I hope it was a fun companion for your flight. Traitors US, Traitors US All-Stars. Right. They just alternate between newbie star seasons. I don't think they want to do that, but maybe at some point they do. The Raft, not positive of name, was great, based on true story, so can't repeat, but I loved it. There's a show called The Raft, Larissa? Would Alan be the host for both? Yes. Similarly to how Karina is the host for Quebec Traitors and English-speaking Traitors in Canada, I think that Alan should host both. Stranded was the one where he pooed in the water. What? Bother and Pooya is our brand. It's true. AZ, I loved your Pod Friends interview. Thank you so much. How did you rein in your anxiety so well? I don't think I do it as well as I present. I think that I'm good to switch it off. I think this is part of what actually feeds into my anxiety sometimes, is when I speak about topics or when I'm on stream, I may come off more confident than I really feel. And then that makes me feel anxious when I'm alone after the fact. But some of the ways I've been doing it better now is, before I used to just distract myself. When I was feeling anxious, just shove my head into watching YouTube or something, listen, just to get away from that like feeling, then it would eventually leave. I've more and more in the last couple of years have sat with that feeling, even if it hurt, even if it was like too much, just to understand why it's happening, understand how to combat it so that it happens less. And it's become less in certain aspects of my life, which is great, but it's also in the last year increased in places that it didn't exist in before. So it is a work in progress. It's a daily thing. But yeah, it's all about, just for me, introspection, thinking about it, thinking about myself, and trying to take myself. It's almost like I try and astral project out of my existence and then study myself just to understand myself and then go from there. But then there's some things that I just know are always going to make me anxious or give me anxiety, and that's fine. But stuff that I can avoid or I can change, I try and like work on. And I thank you for that question. I hope you had fun with the Pod Friends interview. Did you ever watch Solitary? I love that show. I did watch Solitary, Khalid. I have watched Solitary. I don't think I've watched it to completion, but I have watched it. I thought Donde was a soccer player when Rob first talked about it with so much enthusiasm. I do have to say, the It's About Time We Had a Female Banker did almost make me quit from cringing. Who said that, Jinx, on the show? I loathed the original Deal or No Deal with Howie. I never really watched it. I'd played I had a mobile game of it that I played. But I will say, one of the things that I think helps me with Donde is that I enjoy playing along a game of Deal or No Deal. So the fact that it's built into this show and I can just watch it here, I'll do it. Because I was never going to go and watch the original or like the regular show. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way to do that. But here I'm like, yay, I get to do it. And I enjoy like picking a case, seeing if I do well. It's fun. NBC had an Amazing Race like show 20 years ago for only one season. I thought it was pretty good. It was like Treasure Hunters. Do you think, Red Wings, that should NBC bring that back? Would it be good competition to the Amazing Race? Murder in Small Town was an interactive whodunit type show. Oh, there we go. Civilian BBUK is how it's framed. There we go, Mythical Jade. Yes, that's what it was. That's what it was. That's what it was. Thank you. I recently found about Oz Perkins. I was like, this guy has so much lore. Basher could maybe get thrown in there, but it's sort of a dedicated fandom thing, so I don't know. Wait, Bachelor throwing in. Oh, for the beyond reality TV space. I think Bachelors could be one too. Love Island is so boring. I watched, but wish it was way messy like on Bravo. This last season was very good, I thought. I think they really cooked with it this season of US. Found a variety article from 2002 about civilians versus celebrity and talking about the rise of reality stars. Oh, interesting read must have been. But yeah, it's been a term. It's not like I didn't create it. Are we talking UK yet? We're not talking UK at all, Tomster. We're sticking to US spoilers in a bit, but no UK because I know a lot of people have not watched it. And I'm recording the pod tomorrow, so if you have any questions or any observations you want me to be a part of, either in the RHAP Discord or the my Discord, put the spoiler tags in it, but tag me in it so I can find it, and I'll definitely read them before I get on the pod. Shisco, welcome in. How you doing, Shisco? Welcome. The series depicted 14 men who attempted to pursue a romantic relationship with a college student. However, this group of suitors was split between men who identified as straight and gay. Throughout a series of group activities and one-on-one dates, she was required to eliminate men from the competition who she believed identified as gay. If the final suitor was a straight man, he and her split a reward of 1 million. Conversely, if the final suitor was a gay man, he alone won the reward.
Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
What was this made? Like 2002? This is what? Only Netflix is really doing the dump it all at once thing anymore. Yes. And I almost wish they would just dump it all at one day. They don't fucking do that with their reality shows. They dump it in these weirdo, like, oh, here's 3 episodes. Here's 3 episodes the week after. And then the finale is a week alone. Like, I hate the way Netflix does it. I really do. I do podcasts when I run. I pick a podcast that has a length of time I want to run. Ooh, and I can't stop until it's over. That's a good way to go about it. I prefer these kinds of shows on a weekly drop. I'm with you, Ro. 100% with you. All in one day is not the move. I wonder where Arissa will land. I think if Big Brother Canada ever came back, no matter what network picks it up, I think Arissa's there easily. That Insider is so relatable. Just know plenty of us get it. And when it comes to this, I appreciate that, y'all. And I know I'm not alone in this. I know it's not a feeling that I alone have. When the raft show was good. So it was called Surviving the Raft. Let me look this up real quick. I also recognize that I'm behind, chat. So I'm going to speed run and catch up with you in a second, okay? Surviving the Raft. 9 candidates sail for 21 days on the Akali 2 to test if personal interest will jeopardize the team's chance to win a fortune. They must complete mental and physical obstacles intended to splinter and split the team. This is new. This is like first episode date, July 30th, 2023. Unless this was a reboot as well. Interesting. Race Across the World, BBC is really good, but not sure if it's still going. That I had heard good things about Red Wings. I was told if I liked the original Amazing Race, I could go that direction. McKenna, appreciate you being here. I hope that Saki is found soon. Definitely can't even begin to imagine how I'd feel in your shoes right now. There was a guy on Stranded who was pooping in the water, in their water source to try to get people to quit. Holy crap, Madeline. The world has me anxious right now. I want to play Sims and lose myself in reality too, but I know I have to know what's happening in the world too. I echo that feeling. Enjoying season 2 of The Mole will give you so much happiness. Okay, RJP fan, come on. I just finished The Mole, okay? I just did it. There was a show I liked, thing called The Great Escape. That was fun. Teams had to escape the location without being spotted. It's kind of like a hunted hybrid. I like that. Any Polar Clam updates? I don't think so, but let me see. Actually, I took a very sick photo of Clam was sitting on Liana's lap yesterday, and I took these very artistic photos of Clam. Here's ones where she's looking at me. All right. I'm catching up with you. Now. AZ, thank you for 5 gifted. Oh my god, I can't believe I missed this. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, AZ. Welcome in Queens, Boyku, Mandy, Mac, and Hey Hi Ma, who are now part of the Lesson 2 crew. Compliments of you, AZ. So thank you, AZ, for bringing 5 new people in and for supporting the stream. Appreciate it. Sounds like we need a tier list episode of reality shows. I feel like I did this at some point, but I don't think I had watched a lot of the shows that I was doing at that point too. Yeah, it was pretty good. Link in the YouTube. So, Red Wings, what I've learned through watching The Mole was that there's a lot of reality TV shows of back in the day that are just on YouTube that I can watch. T. Lindy, a lot of these weird reality shows were made in like the 2000s. The 2000s are like the international waters of TV where some shows got made that would have not been made before it and not made this like today. And weirdly enough, they all happened then. I'm pretty sure Miss Mojo is a YouTube channel that does a lot of these like reality show tier lists, and they did one about some of those shows, and my God, it's eye-opening. This show may have been on there, I may have forgotten too. All right, where was we? Where am I? Also, just Celebrity Paranormal Project, I think it was called. They talked about it on Reality TV Rewind as well. That sounds terrifying to me, RGA fan. I'm opting out. There we go. Jill says it. Yeah, early 2000s reality TV had some wild shows, especially on Fox. Or it says, BB, can you pick up the show? You also pick her up. Absolutely. You have to pick her up. Call the experiment. Gotcha. Yeah, they would. I feel like people would not be okay. Like, don't get me wrong. I think people would be like, okay, my God, BB Can's back. Yay. But then immediately they'd be like, yeah, no, boo. Boo. We don't want this. Christine, thank you for the 29-month. Appreciate you. Late tonight. I just got back from the Jets, Utah NHL game. We won 5-2, ready to less than 2. Appreciate it, Christine. Welcome in. Does Utah's team still not have a name? Is this their first season or second season now? And thank you. Very sick artistic photos. You know me. I know what I'm doing. Very sweet. And Judgy Cats is apt. It is. It really is. All right, chat. I'm catching up with you now. Watch a bunch of Hell's Kitchen on YouTube. I have as well. Hell's Kitchen used to be one of my faves, but I've not watched it in a minute. Red Wings always got the links ready. Thank you for the link, Red Wings, about some early 2000 shows. Loving the weekend trader recaps with Rob. Really fun to listen to. I'm so happy you enjoy them. I love shoes. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's surreal. I talked about this with Matt Scott this week on Pod Friends, but it is weird to still surreal to me that I'm co-hosting a podcast with Rob. Like, there's moments where I forget how sick it is, and there's moments where I'm like, I can't believe this is my life, that I'm talking to Rob on a weekly. This is a man that I used to listen to from afar, and now I'm anchoring a show with him. Nuts. Can we get some lessons for Khalida and McKenna, please? Yes, please, because thank you for prompting that. Please and thank you. Khalida, how you been? Where am I is what Tom Sandoval asked himself 24 times a day. I feel like that era is kind of what gave reality TV a bad name. I think the genre's finally starting to recover. Yeah, well, it became trashy, right? Reality TV at one point in its like early days was like held to high regard because everyone was like, oh my God, it's a TV show. These people are celebrities. And then at some point it made the move over from that to trashy. Even now, a lot of people, that's going to be what they remember it forever as, trashy. But then I think there's also areas and places where some people are like coming back to it. No spoilers yet, Taylor. We're about to get into it though. I do not know what you mean by that though, because I disagree probably, but we'll see. Are y'all ready for some Traitors talk actually? Let me temp check you. We're about an hour deep here. Dylan, thank you so much for the 14 month. Appreciate you. Welcome into Lesson 2 crew. Welcome. Oh, they tried to get... I thought the Yetis was a great name. Got rejected. Brutal. Just joining. Have you watched any Love Island All-Stars 2? I'm catching up. May, I haven't, but now that I know Ekin Su has at least at some point entered the villa, I don't know if she's still there. Don't tell me. I do want to check it out. And I think it ends up being my second monitor content in the soon future. How have you enjoyed it so far? Because I feel like the last time we spoke, May, if I remember, you mentioned that you started it but stopped maybe, and you had not checked it out proper. You were still in episode 1. Is that still the vibe? Question mark? Exclamation point? I read you the sun on some of the like earliest reality shows were also bleak and depressing. Yes. When are we getting you on to go on the Traitors cruise? April, May. So I think RHAP fan. I think that ship, no pun intended, has set sail. If I remember correctly, looking at the website, I think the deadline was today to get in on it. Oh, it definitely was the worst episode of the season, Taylor, and I think next week's going to be a fire episode again. That's my prediction. So that people on Twitter warm into Sandoval. Yes. Okay, so shall we talk Traitors? You ready? Traitors chat? Traitors chat. Traitors time? Let me get the graphic up. So the reason why I'm making a big deal about is it Traitors time or not is because I know some of you out there have been busy and have not had time to watch last night's episode of Traitors US, or you might be saving it to watch later. Maybe, you know, you're going to watch with a significant other, some friends over the weekend. I understand all this, and I don't want your experience to get ruined by us keen folk who want to talk about it. So we've developed a mechanic here on the pad called the spoiler zone. I say developed like we really did something that has never been done before. This isn't cutting edge technology by any means, but it's something that I like to do as a courtesy to those of you that will not be watching it yet, but also do not want to leave the stream because you're like, well, you're not going to talk about it the whole time, but I'm going to center it into this moment, this segment. You're going to see a little graphic on the bottom right here where the chat is. The chat's going to be gone. And if you are looking to avoid spoilers, these are the directions I recommend, okay? If you tab the chat closed right now, you won't see the chat yourself. You won't see the chat on the screen. What you will see instead is this, not the Wordle that's about to pop up, but this. And we'll update it to episode 5 here. So it says Traitors US Season 3, episode 5. And if you, from here on, mute the chat, you will not hear what I'm saying. So no spoilers. And you'll not read the chat. So no spoilers. Once you see this logo disappear like so, it's safe to unmute and enter the chat, knowing full well that we've covered our tracks and you won't know what happened and you're safe to go. Okay? Okay. Even if this helps 2 people not get spoiled, I'm happy to do it because I know how it feels to lose out on content that you're anticipating to watch and content you're trying to watch live right now. I get you. Better leave the hospital again tomorrow. Back to rehab. Warm wishes, Khalid. I hope it goes smoothly. And thank you for sharing as always. Because I know you don't have to, but I appreciate you letting us in. All right. Let me just quickly scroll down, make sure I caught up with y'all. There was a show called Queen for a Day where it's basically housewives explaining how horrible their life is without a social safety net. Oh my God, Jinx. Hey, appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much for your kind words. Thank you. Like I said on the I was in Queen Liana Lounge, but on Pod Friends, Traitors is like the first time in my podcasting career that I'm confident about a show. And what I say is like, I believe in the show. I believe in the format. I believe in the premise. I understand I feel like I'm very confidently understand the strategy of how to go about playing. So that means a lot. And I'm happy it translates that way to you. I'm further into it now. It's not boring. Well, we'll take that, right, man? We'll take that. I remember being a kid and hearing about Survivor Season 1 from my cousin and uncle that summer. And we decided to watch episode 1. My parents considered that trash and I didn't watch Survivor till Hulu had it for free. Damn, End Hero. All right. Dehoda went into lurk mode. Dehoda, I hope you were here for the explanation and stuff, and you can come back the minute it's done. DH is muting. All right, sounds good. Tori Oreo, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome back into the Lesson 2 crew. Thank you for using your 1 Prime sub here for your 3rd month. Appreciate it. Okay. You came in right on time for Traitors Talk, Amy. That's right. Okay. Spoiler hand is here and ready to go. The main standpoint of Traitors is finding out what wild portal of reality TV universe is going to unleash. Exactly, Duffyology. That really is what the Traitors US is at this point. What happened to the hand is I lost it, T. Lindy. It's in this room somewhere, and I only remember it existed during the pad, and I never go looking for it off pad, so that's the thing. All right. I'm requesting my Bloom on a Traitors feedback show. We'll see. Do you think there is any way that Boston Rob can get out of the mess he's made? I think his mess is done. If getting out of the mess means winning the show, I do not think Rob can win the show. No. I will say, though, I think that he can outlast or survive more episodes, and I think he's already doing a good job of getting there. The problem is two of the people that are onto him can be louder and can be convincing in Wes and Derek. So Derek sounds like he's gonna push for the shot in the event that he survives overnight. So we'll see if he does. Traitors is one step from Batman running in with a shark repellent on the challenge. Never in a million years that I think I would be rooting against Danielle, but here I am. Based on our exit interview, Rob was right to get Robin out. For Rob, it was a great move. For the other two, it was awful. It'd be kind of funny if Danielle does get Carolyn out, then they don't let them recruit it too. Oh my God. That would be... While it would be hella tragic, because I'd feel very bad for Carolyn, I do agree that would be a very funny troll move from the Traitors themselves. The show to be like, nah, you don't get to do that. But no, I don't think... I think this is the order I think the Traitors are going to get ousted. Rob first, Danielle second, then Carolyn if Carolyn's not going all the way. But I said on the pod, I feel like I don't think an OG Traitor's winning anymore. I really don't. I've seen a lot of people talk about why hasn't Danielle's name, you know, Danielle did all these like sketchy things and people were talking about it. Why wasn't it at the round table? I think they just had other fish to fry and they might end up thinking about it more later. I think right now they're just like focused on the coffins for whatever reason. Nobody agrees about Carolyn being traitor. Exactly. Which even now, I feel like there's still a lot of skeptics. I think Carolyn, if I'm Carolyn, I will try and keep Danielle in as much as I can, because the minute Danielle leaves, if someone pulls like a Trishelle from last year and goes, traitor on traitor crime, ? Then that's where Carolyn's kind of fucked. But right now, I think she's fine because everyone's like, bro, Danielle's just like grasping at straws. Like Dylan literally called her a bad player. Dylan Efron, a newbie, so to speak, to these games, called Danielle Reyes a bad player. People are more likely to see Danielle as a bad player than they are to see the Carolyn sus as a good sus right now. Carolyn was so funny at the end of the episode, I couldn't stop laughing at her facial expressions. Great expressions. Why do you think House of Villains had Tiffany Pollard but not BB Celeb or the Traitors? BB Celeb, I think they just don't know what to expect with what Tiffany says. That and maybe Tiffany didn't want to do it. But I think there's a world where we can expect to see her pull up to the Traitors sooner rather than later. I don't see Derek accepting a traitor recruit though. He said it was a condition of coming on the show. He'd be a faithful since he works with... Yeah, I don't think he's going to accept the recruitment either, because I've seen some people say that maybe he's going to push out Rob to try and... He knows Danielle's bad and he's keeping her safe. I think his whole thing is that, like, for example, if I was to ever go on the Traitors, there was a long time that I thought if I was to go, I have to do well. Otherwise, I wouldn't go because I cover the show. And do I really want to cover the show as someone who flopped and went out early? No, I would want to cover it. I feel like would I lose credibility? Maybe. But that's stupid because no, I have no credibility as far as being on the show, and I know what I'm talking about. So the two can both happen. I can flop on the show and still do good on a podcast. Anyway. Now I recognize that, but for a time I was like, no, I have to play like optimal. But no, the being on this show, it's kind of like just do what you can to survive and be funny. Dylan's playing a surprising good game. I don't know if Dylan realizes how good he's playing right now. He has an alliance with every traitor individually, and I think that is a very unique thing that I would say we've not seen quite before. So now, will Carolyn rat him out? That I don't know, because Danielle has kind of floated his Carolyn's name out to a bunch of people, so I don't think it necessarily goes back to Dylan. If Carolyn doesn't rat him out, I think he's fine. Minus the challenge, I really liked this episode. The episode was decent. I think it was like coming off of a very fun episode last episode, but yeah, even the challenge I enjoyed because of all the weird stuff that happened. But I wonder if Danielle wants to end up to recruit Brittany, and that would explain why she hasn't been in the edit that much. I mean, maybe, but I feel like if Brittany was looking to get recruited, wouldn't you think they'd show us a little more so that when she does get recruited, the audience that doesn't know Big Brother wouldn't be like, who is this? You know what I mean? I hate this traitor on traitor shit. Rob started something for no reason. He said, look what you can do, and they took the bait. I mean, that's the thing. That's the problem with this and any other show, is once you set up a culture in the house or in the castle or on the island, for that season, that culture kind of stands. We see this in Big Brother all the time where it's like first week HOH. All right, I'm gonna get out the older person, and then boom, older person's going out every season. Kind of becomes the culture of the show. Or we've seen seasons. Well, this past season of BB26, I have a great example for you. People volunteering to fucking be nominated to like play in the BB arena for no reason, to like prevent the people on the block from getting the thing. Then how many people volunteered to be on the block? I guess like maybe three times that happened, or was it 2, 3, 4, whatever. More than once is what I'm trying to say. And I feel like with Traitors, this is a thing that can happen every season. The minute one traitor throws another traitor under the bus, the other traitors feel unsafe with each other. The lack of trust goes through the roof, and then little do they know, they're the ones shooting each other in the foot. Like right now, I guess Rob going out, he shot himself in the foot, right? If Danielle's pushing Carolyn, she's gonna shoot herself in the foot maybe. But then if Carolyn got shot by Danielle. So like they're literally doing this all themselves. So I feel like it's, like I said earlier, I feel like it's different with the US because I think there's a world that traitors can win together. And I would like to see that world because I feel like we got close once. I won't say which season, which franchise, but it didn't happen. And I think most other times the traitors are going to turn on each other. And I think that's part of why, without getting into more spoilers, or any spoilers rather, that's part of why you see now UK, Canada, and US have said in the finale, there are no reveals and you will not get confirmation. Because I think low key, if I make it to the final 5 with a fellow traitor, and I don't have all that much sus on me, maybe I try and go for the gold, right? Go for the solo win. But if I'm under a little bit of scrutiny, they're under a little bit of scrutiny, I'm like, listen, they're not going to know whether we're traitors or not. They might keep voting to final 2. And if we are in the minority there, we're just cooked. So let's just get one person here to vote with us. Then let's get one more person to vote with us. And let's just split the money. Like let's just do that. I think that could happen. That's a world that could happen. Even then, your fellow trader might just turn on you for the extra cash, which is fine. But I think that this early, throwing a fellow trader under the bus only makes it fair game and more likely that others are going to throw you under the bus. And here's the thing that I think enough people don't grasp is that most people now that get recruited to be a trader, if they say yes and they go into that turret, they're not going to trust their fellow traders. They're like, I just watched y'all throw each other under the bus for like 3 rounds. I don't believe anything you're saying to me. So I don't want to work with you at all. And like, they're not going to know the full context of, well, that was all Rob, because Danielle voted Bob the drag queen. Carolyn voted Bob the drag queen. And if I'm looking at Danielle, who got recruited, I'm like, bro, Bob the drag queen was riding for Danielle and defending Danielle at every point. Danielle voted him out. Ruthless. Like, you know what I mean? Not good. Not good. I love Dylan wearing his back. Oh my God. So I talked about this on the pod. Dylan is very much in the Boston Rob camp, so much so that he wore a backwards hat this week. I felt for Nikki as someone who probably wouldn't belly laugh or things like that. I think that Nikki was incredibly misunderstood, sorry. And I think that it is a problem with these games. This is what happens though, right? It's like on a lot of these shows, you get outcast for not being normal, depending on what normal is to the cast itself. If it's a season full of super fans and you're like the person who doesn't really know the game, you might feel outcasted. In the Traitors, if you're not jolly and happy all the time, you're suspect. And jolly and happy, people can be happy like this. People can be happy like this. But a lot of people expect the happy to be like the teeth showing, the smile all the way up, the belly laughs. Because if you're not belly laughing, you're not really laughing, apparently. It sucks. I felt for Nikki. Rochelle was such a flip-flop on selling Sunset, and I'm not surprised she turned on Nikki on the round table. Do you think she said something so Rob wouldn't rat her out first? I don't think she thought that far ahead. I think in the moment, the feelings took over, and she was like, I need to be honest. Because I think once she decided I'm voting her tonight, she was like, I got to say something. I think people who are originally selected for traders have the personality types that would be willing to throw you under the bus too. Oh, make no mistake, most traders that get put in the turret are like, I'm going for blood. Unless you find someone that you truly think is your person, right? Like, I genuinely think Danielle would not have turned on Bob the Drag Queen, and if they got to the end, they would split the money. And I think same for Bob the Drag Queen. They felt like they were aligned and they were in lockstep. But most of the traders, they come in, they're like, yeah, I'm double crossing more people than just the faithful. I want that solo victory. You want the glory of being the ultimate trader. All right, let me just quickly see if there's any questions that are traders related. Yes, that's another one. Okay, that's a general traders question, which I can answer after. Okay, yeah, and there's a couple of questions about the podcast, which I'm happy to answer once we're past the spoiler zone. The Bambies did have me crying at the round table. The Bambies, it was sad to see them get divided, but I think it's good for the traders specifically. For the faithfuls, it's also good because you don't want a group of 3 that are never going to vote each other out getting further and further in the game. Unless you have like a group of 5, then you're like, oh, fuck it, we'll take them out. Have you ever laughed from your gut? I think I laugh from my gut always. What former child star would you cast to pretend to be a villain on a reality TV show? What? I don't know what this question is in reference to, RG fan. I saw on Twitter that they cut out a fight at the round table based on what Gabby was wearing. Have they ever wore the same outfit twice? They can. I think they can. Because did someone see like was it part of like the trailer they dropped, Tomster, that Gabby was wearing an outfit and then that scene never came up? Is that what it is? Niche question, but I'm the only one that thought it looked like Danielle got in the zone during the challenge before Sierra in the last round. I thought so too, Nicole. But I was like, listen, I ain't gonna fight them on it. It's fine. It was in the trailer. I think there's a world where, I mean, would Gabby wear an outfit twice? I don't know. But was it at the round table? Was it like, we didn't see where, right? Like, I don't think Gabby would wear an outfit twice, so maybe they did cut it, but then why would they cut it? Why would it not make the edit? A fight was not put in the edit? That's weird. Or maybe it's a flashback. Maybe tomorrow in the next episode, it's like, all right, so yeah, Gabby said this thing. And it's like flashback to Gabby arguing with somebody, maybe. Who knows? It was at the round table towards Ivar. Interesting. Bambies were so dramatic. I loved it. It was great TV. So respawning. The Bambies, to me, if you like what you saw from the Bambies and the reactions they had of voting each other out after having known each other for 4 days, you're gonna love Traitors UK. Easy as. What about the strategy of keeping in the traders and buddying up to them? I think that it depends on the trader. It depends on the cast. It depends on your personality, quite frankly, if you're capable of doing that. But for example, I think if you are a Derek Levasseur, this strategy will work to keep you alive for maybe 3 rounds, 4 rounds max. I think the minute you get to like a final 9, 8, you have to get that trader out. And here's why. Let's say Derek knows Danielle's a traitor and is keeping Danielle in. If Danielle recognizes the threat that Derek is, she should assume that he knows, keep him close, and then murder him once he's given her all the goodwill in the world. Because I think buddying up to the traitors only gets you so far unless it's somebody who you truly think will never think that you would double cross them and you fully believe them. You know, like you're fully drinking their Kool-Aid. And I just don't know how many people are able to, how many forward-thinking players of that caliber are able to fake that they're drinking the Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? It's like when someone's being fake and complimentary versus organically being very much like part of the cult, so to speak. Like, could I fake the sauce? Could I fake believing somebody as a faithful? I think to a degree, yes, but I think it depends on the person. Because then if I feel like I'm insulting your intelligence, I don't think I can pull it off. I get in my head about it. So, All right, Archie bring that question back after we're done the Traitors talk, because I'm going to forget. So yeah, I used to think that the strategy, like keeping the traitor and butting up to them, is a winning strategy. The more time that has passed, the more it's a strategy to have, and it's a good strategy if you build the right relationship and have the right rapport with the right person. But it's a lot of the ifs and the ands and the buts. So it's like not really a fully sold viable option, because also we've seen an example in Canada now where you think you're doing that, but you are actively thinking of Faithful as a traitor and you're just barking up the wrong tree. Is Britt thinking Danielle's a traitor? I mean, that's entirely possible. So I talked about Derek. Brittany's someone who I think can definitely fake the funk with Danielle, and I think Danielle would definitely not think twice about Brittany being on to her. And I think that's somebody who, personality-wise, I think can definitely do it. So I think she's in a good spot. If for whatever reason Danielle makes it to the final 5 and Brittany's there, I think Brittany will not just keep Danielle in the game. I don't. Ivar being like, now that Bob the Drag Queen is gone, I'll be the summary person and failing. Ivar is a huge disappointment. Not that I thought he was going to be a huge, like, get, but, you know. Gabby looks so angry. That's quite a sell. Trust me, responding. Watch season 1 of Traitors. You can't tell me you didn't love it, you know? Maybe Dylan knows who the real traitors are. I wouldn't go that far. I feel like to know 1 traitor is already, like, a huge deal. To know 3? Nah, there's no way. I truly, I mean, we saw him vote for Gabby this week, and we saw him tell Boston Rob he's looking at Bob Harper and Gabby. So I think he truly means what he says about looking at those people. Maybe he is on to like because even the way he talked about Danielle, he's like, she's just a bad player. I'll talk her out of it. If she's a traitor, I don't think he's ever going to talk a traitor out of anything. Same with Carolyn. I don't think he knows Carolyn. Now, could he figure Boston Rob out based on these theories going around? Maybe. But yeah, I think we just watched him approach how he would be with a traitor, essentially. I was impressed with Dylan's game sense calling out how unanimous the vote was. I don't disagree with you. I think that also, and I say this with my heart, I think I don't agree with the Tony suggestion of the show should be reset where if faithfuls vote out a faithful, they should get punished by having the prize pot like lessened. And if they vote out a traitor, they are all immune from murder that night. I think those are bad. I think even the counter argument of, okay, only the people that correctly voted out a traitor get safety, I also don't agree with that as well. I think the reward of getting out a traitor is you got out a traitor, and the punishment of getting out a faithful is the the fact that, well, too bad, you're gonna die tonight. I feel like that those strategies or that changes too much in the game's fiber, where now you're gonna have people who are basically either 100% certain that are gonna risk voting out somebody, or it's going to be hella burn votes, and then someone's going to get voted out because too many people are like, well, no one's going to vote for Pooya, so I'll just put my vote there and I'll be safe because then I'm not part of the people that voted out of Faithful. Like, nah. No. It's at 125. Do y'all want to have a look? Oh, this is the Gabby moment? Okay, I'm going to put it here. $125. Okay, so the outfit that Gabby's wearing a jean jacket. I feel like a jean jacket doesn't count. Like, you can wear a jean jacket. You know what I mean? It's like wearing a coat. Like, you can have multiple looks, but have a coat over top of that. I think Alan's church outfit was amazing. Yeah, early petition to make Rob wear that for Traitors RHAP 3, in my humble opinion. Ooh, Alan's last name is censored in your chat. You might have the safety filters on, Nicole. Because I don't think Alan's last name is censored in my chat, is it? Yep, no, it's not for me. Who is the next murder we think? So Rob's really like pushing the he thinks Derek goes. I think it's a good point of like Derek says this confessional of if he doesn't get rid of me, I'm coming after him. And it's like, could that be like the Easter egg hint of, yeah, so he got rid of, he's gonna murder Derek, and it's like, well, Derek did say that. One last like smart moment for Derek. I don't think so as much. I feel like this is, I don't remember what I said on the pod either, because there's only two people safe, right? Dolores is safe and Sierra is safe. I don't think, I think, you know, I don't think they wanna, they would want to put the eyes on Dylan, so I don't think they would murder Gabby. I think Chriselle could have been an option, but then Rob just got Chriselle's ear. Why would he ever let Chriselle go? We actually eliminated a lot of objects. I think Ivar could go. I think he's contributing nothing. So he could be an easy one to get out. At this point, no one's really talking about him as a suspect. I think Sam Asghari should have gone. And even right now, I would say get rid of him. But now Boston Rob can't, because Sam was the one who said, if you're still here tomorrow, I'm looking at you. So it'd be too suspect for him to get rid of him. So I don't think you can get rid of Sam. And then fuck, who is left? Brittany. Danielle would never let Brittany go. Who the fuck is left? Ivar gave Rob a heads up about Wes. You know, Wes could be a shout, but I don't think so. Bob Harper. Ooh, but then Bob Harper had that fucking public moment. Boston Rob, you have to take out somebody you like. I'm sorry. There's enough people now that have given you something good to not get rid of. I'm sorry. You're just going to have to let one of them happen, buddy. You're just going to have to let that happen. See, the thing with Gabby is what I said about it could set up Dylan as a frame, but who knows? But Bob, yeah, Bob had the devil's advocate moments. I don't think so. I think Wes is not a bad shout. I think Wes could happen, which would be devastating. I think Wes has so much more to give that I would love to see play out. But also, no. The reason I said it couldn't be Wes is because I don't think Danielle would want Wes to go, because Wes is one of the people Danielle floated the Carolyn sus to. And I think Carolyn's like, I want to murder you two more than anybody else. So I don't think Carolyn would care and really push. And Sunshine says, but don't Wes and Derek have sus on them? That's the thing. If I'm Boston Rob, do I really want to get rid of a cage boy and then have people be like, well, one of these two could be a traitor. Let's just take both of them out. So I think he would want to avoid that. And I think, again, Danielle, I don't think would want Wes to go or Derek to go. Yo, Sam Asghari getting murdered would be great, because I feel like where else does he land? But yeah. But I think Ivar makes the most sense of the bunch. Ivar makes the most sense. I thought of that too, Cage Boy, but he knows Wes is after him and Wes is savvy. That's true. Does Sierra have any friends in there? Sierra has a shield, and that's about as much as Sierra has right now. Did Sam have like a single confessional? I feel like I've only seen Sam have ad-libs in the episode, not anything else. Just in the episode, ad-libs. Let me just quickly check the forum again to see if there's any specific Traitors questions. Nope, podcast related. Do you think Bob H had the right read of Boston Rob? Yeah, of course. I mean, I think there's something to be said about the fact that, and Dondi really helped me realize this, having watched season 1 now, is that Rob can play the best game Rob can play when he's at the front. Rob cannot play the game from behind. And the way that it was set up, it was Bob, the drag queen's game. I think also there's a validity to, even if, like, Boston Rob definitely took what Bob the drag queen said as, you know, putting sus on his name, and he doesn't like that. But I think at the same time, it was a twofer. It also helps him take control of the game a little bit and kind of be the hero of his own destiny. I feel like the other thing that I learned about Rob, or was reminded about Rob watching Dondi, is that Boston Rob would rather go out of the game in his doing something that he did wrong or in it with his own hands than let somebody else take him out. And I just do not think there's a world where he would like for the game to take him out over himself taking himself out. You know what I mean? So yeah. Sam had a confessional episode 1, but nothing since. He's been gone. If I was going to keep spilling info, I'd want to keep him around. Until he's spilling about you, right? I think that's the problem, Ro, is that I think Ivar leaving for Rob isn't bad. Because yes, Ivar brought him the theory. But also, if you're Rob, you're like, how many people is fucking Ivar sharing this theory with? Like, you can't think you're the first person Ivar told the theory to. You just cannot. You shouldn't. Like, you should not in any world think Lord Ivar said this to me first before anybody else. I would assume, how many people have you talked to before you got to me? I always say Rob is a snowbally player. When he gets momentum, he's hard to stop, but he needs that good start. He does. Have you watched any of Carolyn and Carson's recaps? It seems like production may have given them a warning because they emphasized that they were only talking about what happened in the episodes a few times in the one that dropped today. So I did watch the one that dropped today, Nicole. And I love Carolyn. And I thought Carolyn was great on the pod. I love the things she was saying. I think Carson is a little too close to the project, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? You know how, like, for example, Asia's on the show and I love Asia. Asia's a good friend of mine. I'm rooting for Asia. But I felt like, and I think he's having that kind of with Carolyn a little bit, but I feel like he's being too like, yeah, no spoilers on UK, Anthony. Appreciate it. I'm going to talk about everything on the pod tomorrow. But I felt like on the pod, Carson was being a little bit unnecessarily shady towards Danielle. And mind you, I don't think Danielle's playing a good game at all. I think Danielle's actually playing one of the worst Traitor games we've had in a minute. And we'll definitely, be talking about that in the event that Danielle leaves soon. I just feel like he really wanted to throw jabs in there, calling her like these Big Brother legends coming in and being flops. And I was like, Carson, like, you are a podcast host now. Do it with a little tact. You know what I mean? Like, be shady, but don't be mean. And I felt like it was just mean. I don't know. Because again, like I'm seeing tweets about this stuff. I've been tweeting about or posting about how, yeah, the Big Brother players are flopping for sure. But it just feels like it's very personal to him, which is why I think he's a little too attached to the project. Like I felt like when, and for me specifically, when it came to Rome versus Asia, I feel like I acknowledge that Rome has a lot of power and influence right now. I acknowledge that I hated that Rome was going head to head with Asia. I even called out some of the stuff I thought Asia did wrong. But like, you got to find the balance. You just got to find the balance. And I didn't feel like he did. And Carolyn's amazing. Carolyn was literally trying to get him to stop doing that. She was like, stop it. And he was like, no, we're going to keep going. And I was like, dude, if Carolyn's telling you to stop, just stop. Anyway. Matt Ligori. All right. Where was I? But anyway, I did check out the pod and their production level is great. And it was a lot of fun hearing them talk about the show. There were just these moments, these like smaller moments with Carson where I was like, bruh, stop. Not as bad as Michael John. Listen, for all the faults Michael John had, at the very least, Michael John was seen as so harmless that people were not getting rid of him because they were trying to get the head of the snake. You know what I mean? How far did that man make it before he goes out? Where were we? And the editing was odd. Can't tell him to stop and would cut. Yes, Nicole. Yes, I agree. All right. Next question in the form about Traitors. Otherwise, if you have any other question about Traitors, let me know because we might be closing down the spoiler zone soon. No, not that one. Oh, and we just talked about the Gabby thing. Yes, perfect. Okay, so we're caught up on the form Traitor questions. Any other question about the Traitors here? Because I think that this is easily the most chaotic turret we've ever had on any franchise, I think. especially this early and especially this constantly, and it's only getting worse. And I feel like the faithful don't know what they're doing. A lot of them are piecing some pieces, but also it's hard not to piece things together when the traders are giving you so many puzzle pieces to use, you know? What's my ideal trader breakfast? Coffee? Like a light, maybe like a light, one of those, like, they're not crackers. What are they called? What are they called? Oh, I guess they are called crackers. They're like it's like a crisp bread. It's like a Wasa brand, WASA. It's like a Swedish brand of crisp bread. It's like almost like a rectangular cracker, maybe like a light slice of cheese. Yeah. Or like a bagel and cream cheese could be. The problem is if I'm eating in the trader's house and my beard is longer, I would not want to eat cream cheese, even though I love me some cream cheese. So, yeah. So yeah, the cracker with like a little slice of like sliced cheese on it could be the vibe, could be the move. So yeah. Do we think whoever gets to breakfast last has to rush their food? I don't think so, Matt. I think they still get, I think they get like from, and I have nothing to back this. It's just going off of like heart. I think they have to get like 30, like when the last person comes in, they have another 20, 25 minutes before Alan pulls up. Or Alan pulls up and then he says the stuff and Alan leaves and they still have like 10, 15 minutes to wrap up eating. Welcome in, Damien. All right. Only thing Boss and Rob has going is that faithfuls wouldn't expect traders to go for each other so early. That could be the only saving grace, where it's like, why would Rob do that? But I think what goes against that theory, Sunshine, is what Bob Harper said, which is Boss and Rob came in late, right? Even if it was a day, he came in late. And what better way to establish himself than to immediately try and get some power, you know? I'm the slowest eater ever. I would need more time. So maybe some people would. I did notice that as well, Daisy. I've been wanting Wasa so bad for the past week. Now I mention it, I may have to order some. They're great. They're great. Like with some smoked salmon even. It's a good time. It's a good time. So yeah. Last 3 people are going to know they were up for banishment with the way the edits have been going. Well, I wonder if it's time for them to, maybe after 3 seasons you switch the meta up, because I do agree. I don't like the last three people being the shortlist because it's stupid. Quite frankly, it's absolutely dumb. I understand that for the show they want to do the suspense of like which one of the 3 did they murder, but I don't care. I'd rather find out earlier. You know, like because you don't have to make it clear that it happened. It might take me even a second to piece it together. If you like, let's say, brought Salmon in the second group, and then in the third group you bring in like 2 people, and then in the fourth group you throw in who was the other person on the short list that didn't get murdered? Was it Gabby? Because we're talking about maybe they don't want to go after the Bambis. Whatever. You know what I mean. Is there any way they could do it besides the breakfast? What do you mean? The reveals, I think people coming into breakfast in like batches is good. I just think for a TV audience, I don't think the reveal of who did they murder matters as much. I don't. But they do, which is what matters. Which then it's like, how do you fix that then? Because I think if you're on that show now, you gotta like study that as the meta probably. But also in the same vein, can you request as a trader? Can you be like, hey, so our shortlist is me, Danielle, Boston Rob, and Robin, who we're killing. Because then what would they have to? They have to then put those 2 at last, right? Yeah, the batches and the picks, I agree, and the side combos before breakfast picks up for sure. Tom calling himself Tom Riddle when he saw evil was quite funny. It's funny because he had no idea what he was doing. So funny. Maybe like the murder person still shows up to breakfast and the host just announces it. I don't think that should be the move. Huh. What if it's the first person that comes in, there's like a dish with one of those like serving platters, like the dome thing on top. The first person that comes in can open it and look, and they're like, oh my god, they murdered blank. And then it's kind of like a game of telephone where every group that comes in, they're like, you're not gonna believe it, they killed Robin. Like, what? Why? And then everyone's trying to piece it together, and then people that are coming in are like, ooh, who's not here? And they're like, well, it doesn't matter, this person is, I don't know, maybe that's the move, I don't know. Alan drops the person on the ground instead of their picture. Alan suplexes them onto the ground, like, get out of here. Or like Alan just grabs them by the ear pinch. He's like, you're out, you're murdered, get out. I don't know, but I think for the audience, again, it's like, yeah, I get it, but for the gamers, like, someone might pick this up. Anyway, are we done with the traitors? Are we ready to, are we satisfied, chat? Gives Jeremy the people's elbow. Rock bottoms Tom Sandoval into the plate of bacon. Every person could be assigned seating with an envelope at each. They all open together, see who is out. That's not bad, but then the problem is they'll still know who's out when that person's not there. Oh, Fergus knocks him out of the castle. Fergus, like a bouncer, roughs him up. All right. Also, Stephanie Shield, you followed about 35 minutes ago. If you're still here, I heavily apologize for not responding, but thank you. All right. All right. Oh, that person's there and their plate is different. Couldn't they murder Tom without suspicion? Yes. Oh, yes, they could. They absolutely could. Tom is a great pick. The problem is that Tom is so on another island that they're like, nah, let's keep him. He's the ultimate wild card. I would be very okay with it if they went for Tom, but I feel like the problem is, and you can see this in the turret, the problem is every pick they're making, they're trying to put a strategy behind it, right? They can't help themselves. They're like, okay, but how do we pin this on somebody? Or how would others read it? And it's like, isn't the best choice for them not to be able to read it? Isn't that the better pick? Because no one will understand why that happened. No one. And those are the murders I would like to make. The person with no food is dead. It's kind of sad. But I guess the problem is that could be too much, because then they would, like, what are they gonna say? If you don't have food, you can't talk and you have to leave. I think then that's kind of almost like the round table anyway, where they can give darting looks and it might give too much information. I think the purpose of the murder is that you have to figure out why they got murdered without any clues leading there, right? No facial recognition, no parting words. It's like a murder mystery on the side of, like, okay, you figure it out. I think it would give too much away. I can already picture someone getting murdered, staring into someone else, and then that person getting banished because the person stared at them. And either, trap ground into the door could be the only way to go. I can already hear Shannon having nightmares about this suggestion. All right. Chat, are you ready to contribute less than twos in the chat so that the spoiler-free folk can come back and join us? If you are, get the less than two bus going. I hope you had fun with the spoiler zone. We'll obviously do this every week while the Traitors is running. And I think we had a good, healthy conversation. All right. Thank you. Get the less than twos in. All right. And with that, we got that going, and I can remove the chat box now. No, I can introduce the chat box and remove this other thing. Sorry. There we go. Welcome in. You're safe now. You're safe. All right, chat. I got a few questions for you. Happy birthday late. It's not my birthday. We still got a month to go. All right. I still got a bunch of questions in the form that I want to get to here. So I saw a couple of people ask this, and I guess I can talk about this right now. Sorry if you've already answered this. Will you and Rob ever do the post-Traitors show live? The interactive aspect with the questions comes from the chat is so much fun, and I'm missing it this season. So I'm going to combine with another one that I saw in the forum when I was looking ahead. It seems like RHAP is doing more pre-recorded content. Is there a reason why? I missed the live podcast. Didn't you used to do the Traitors post-show recap live? Yes. So I don't know about all the other shows. I can speak specifically about my show. And specifically, number one, we get screener access. But number two, I think it's to do with Rob's schedule. I think the late nights were tough for Rob. So it's one of those things where it's like, well, if we can record it earlier, why not? Especially when it's just me and him. Like, I can tell you this, I am in the chat for all the recaps so far, talking to y'all and responding to stuff in the chat, but we've not had anything needed to be edited. Like, it's not like, oh, it's like, oh, we can cut this out. We've not had any cutouts. But I think, I don't know. I think it's more Rob's schedule than anything. Like Rob's like sleep schedule or just life schedule. Because when I was asked, like, is that you cool with that? I was like, listen, I'm around regardless. So if that's what's to happen, sure. But yeah. Okay. These happy birthday earlies are, oh, I see what's happening now. Because the other one was late. Got you, Mikey. Got you, Christian. So yeah, I think Dondi does premieres too. I think Dondi is similar, where it's like, I think Dondi, they also get screeners and stuff. So Rob just needs to go to bed earlier the night before. Stay up, Rob. I think, like, obviously for the premiere, a lot of people were like, that makes sense. It's like midnight. Like for Rob, that's like super late. But yeah, I think that's just it. It's a different vibe for me too as a podcaster for the Traitors, because when I'm there right after I've watched it, I'm in a very raw state similar to all of you. The difference now is that, like, for example, I'll give you specifically this week. I watched the episode around 1 p.m. Yeah, I watched it around 1 p.m. I basically had about 3 hours before we recorded, and that gave me plenty of time to think about my thoughts and think about what I had seen, whether I thought it was a move was good, bad, and come up with, like, not my talking points ahead of time, but just think of the stuff more, and I had more options and theories to put out there. Whereas sometimes when we do it live, I felt like I was thinking of stuff after the podcast had ended, and I was like, damn, I wanted to say that. So I like that you come in on the Discord and talk after the episode. Yeah, I've been enjoying. So if you don't know, I am the resident streamer for the episode watch party in the RHAP Discord. And I like to talk a little bit there with people before the show starts. If Rob is tired, I hear, okay, respawn. JK, don't do drugs, kids. Okay, I'm glad you fixed that. But yeah, that's really it. But yeah, like, you know, obviously Big Brother, you're getting the episodes raw right after. Survivor, same thing. I think specifically these two shows at the moment. But yeah, I don't think, okay, so this is from last week. But yeah, any advice on how we can stay calm during these trying times? Listen, find hobbies, plan stuff with loved ones, do things that bring you joy and bring you happiness, and try and keep out as many things that don't bring you joy or happiness. Really is what it is. And then this was the question about the podcast, which I did answer now. This was the Traitors one, which we already talked about. Have you talked to Rava doing a crossover pod for a 5 for 5 and Pooya and Liana Lounge would be like a fun double date pod, and I feel like Nicole and Liana would be hilarious. I feel like Rob actively talks about how much of a struggle it is to get one pod scheduled with Nicole on the 5 for 5. The elusive Nicole Sesterino. Well, I would love that. And I've gotten to talk to Nicole on a pod before. I believe Nicole joined us for a 90-day once upon a time. No, we've not really talked about a crossover. If he would ever want to do it, we'd love to do it. But I've not fronted that question myself. Let's see. Oh, this is a Traitors related question. No spoiler Traitor question though. I'm going to binge Traitors UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand soon. Is there a particular order you would recommend watching them in? This entirely depends on your personal preferences. The way I would recommend is I would go UK 1, UK 2. Now there's a third season. You could do UK 1, 2, 3. But I say do UK1, UK2, stop. Then go AU1, AU2, stop. Then go New Zealand 1, New Zealand 2, then go Canada 1, Canada 2, then go UK 3. Because I think that I think UK is the quintessential franchise. Then I think Australia has a very roller coaster of emotions 1 and 2 seasons combined. And I think at that point, there's no point doing only New Zealand 1, then going on elsewhere. Then do New Zealand, then do Canada, then go back to UK. Nicole always comes, she's available whenever he says that. It's true. So I don't know, is this wrong? I feel guilty. I've never listened to a 5 for 5. I keep meaning to. Amy, I echo what Joelle says. It is my favorite podcast. I love it so much. It's basically, it's in similar vein to the Pooya and Liana Lounge, which they came first, to be very clear. We came in like 3 weeks ago, where it's just conversation about no set topic. Rob takes, the patrons leave questions and Rob asks them to Nicole, and that's kind of the vehicle they drive for the duration. But it's mostly just them talking about their lives, which is great, and it's very fun. A lot of fun memories have come out of that. I did see someone ask the water party question in the Patreon group, and Rob brought it up, but Rob didn't even know what it was about. I was like, Rob, you listened to the first episode, my man. What was this? But yeah, it was a good time. You never know what kind of ride Nicole is going to take the pod on. This is true. Next question is, do you know what brand Liana gets her custom planners from? Shit, someone in the chat will know. Something papyrus? Is it? Some papyrus? Something like that. I can ask her if you want. Is it paper papyrus? Is that a thing? Paper papyrus? No, I don't think so. Journals? Papyrus paper. No, that's not what it is. It's not what it is. I don't know what the brand is. I'm sorry. I know she spent some money on it, but I don't know what it's called. I'll ask her and I'll let you know. Damien, thank you for the lurk. I'm not a patron, but my friend fills me in for 5 stuff, and I fill her in on Master Pod stuff. And now, pal. Oh my God, Softy, that's awesome. For the record, your wife is always right. AZ, what do you mean? Is this like life advice, or is this in regards to something we've talked about on the pod? Makes? Or are you asking if the brand is called Makes? It's not Makes. It's got a P in it. Platypus? No. You know what? If it's sitting out, I can go check. Which, by the way, never read your partner or friend or anybody's journal, which I wouldn't do. But if it's sitting out, I can look at what the branding is on the front. Next question is the platypus papyrus. Okay, now I'm like, everything's confused. It's a greeting card company. Maybe? She custom designed this whole thing. Okay, we already answered that question. What Disney animated movie would you call your alliance after? You can't say Bambi's. The Aladdins. The problem is with the Aladdins, though. Is it a full bro alliance? Because I don't want that shit. Monsters Inc. could be a good one. I guess, yeah, that's Disney and Pixar, right? That counts. The Incredibles is just too cringe. I feel like The Incredibles could fly in the 2000s, not now. And obviously, yeah. I mean, copyright, we're pretending copyright doesn't exist in this universe. Oh, Plum Paper. It's Plum Paper, Jinx. Yes, it's Plum Paper. It's Plum Paper. It's Plum Paper. That's the one. I knew it was 2 P's. Yes, that's the one. Plum Paper Planner. Station Chicks Unite. But yeah. So yeah, there's a couple options out there. But Monsters Inc. could be a fun one. All right, next question in the form is... When we talked about that already. Did you like the last script you played with Dwight for Blood on the Clock Tower? I did. What I liked about that script is that it takes the edge off. I feel like it felt like I can't even be mad or like I can't even, like, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It takes kind of the wrongdoings away, because really it's such a shit show that I like that part of it. And I could be on autopilot a little bit more, which is nice. I will not be playing tomorrow because I'm recording 2 podcasts tomorrow, one at 2, one at 5. But yeah, I had fun. I think Trouble Brewing was fun, but I think I'm ready to dip into some of the more complex or bigger scripts. It's similar to, and I talked about this with Dwight after, was after we had gone offline, or it was at the end of his stream, where it reminds me of when we were playing Among Us and we were just on the one map, and switching to another map was scary for people. But then once they got used to the move, it worked out perfectly. I like Platypus Papyrus. Yeah, see, I got both the words wrong there. It was plum paper the whole time. But yeah, I got the first letter right. We'll take it. The 40 Thieves. Would you ever shave your body hair, chest and back hair? It seems like that is a thing among men these days. Seems like a lot of work to maintain. I have, this might be TMI, but at this point I'm fine to share it. I have removed hair from my back in the past. But it was a long time ago. It was like early, like me and Liana times. And it was one of those things that we talked about later. She was like, yeah, it kind of looked off. I was like, damn. And I've not since. But no, I've never really thought about shaving. The only time I've shaved my chest was it had to get shaved for my surgery that I had in like when I was 18. But no, beyond that, no, not really. But also I'm someone who, I'm not really like presenting the body like that, you know, like I haven't gone to a water park in a long time. I've gone to a swimming pool in a long time. That's more so to do my own personal demons than anything. So no, not really. I think in the event that I was like, all right, bathing suit season, maybe the back hair, definitely not the chest hair. So yeah. But I didn't shave my back. I nared it. One time I shaved my legs just to see what it was like, and it was the worst. Yeah, it's a fun question. Thank you for asking. I don't really have much body hair. It's weird. It was like, it was all rubbed off. People always tell you that you are so lucky to have Liana, and that is true, but she is also lucky to have you. You can tell how much you love and care about each other, and it's nice to see. I'm happy you guys found each other. Thank you so much. Yeah, we joke about it a lot, that, you know, it's always, the vibe always is, well, Pooya, you're lucky. And it's like, first of all, I know, so you're not going to hear me fight back. But yeah, God damn it, she's lucky too, okay? There are times that, you know, might not be all the times, but there's a lot of times there's some of the times where she's lucky that she has me. I do provide I'm good vibes, first of all. And I think I'm a partner you can rely on, and a shoulder that's always available to lean on. I may not be great in the mental department as far as like logistics go, or like sometimes practicality goes, but I deliver many other ways. So thank you for that. That's very kind of you. This is just a weird thing. You were in my dream the other night and I saw you without your hat on. LMFAO. Shake that. Was it good? Was it good or no? The problem, chat. I'm feeling very honest these days. The problem is, I wear a hat so often that now when I don't wear a hat, which I don't go out of the house without a hat, but my head is 2 different shades now. And I say this very openly to you because I hate it. And it's like, well, I'm just going to keep wearing the hat more now. So yeah, there you go. There you go. I've done it to myself. But yeah, you seem like someone who's willing to listen and try to take feedback too, which is a good quality. I absolutely think it's an important quality to, if you don't have, try and acquire, because I think that you stand to learn a lot about both yourself and how you can improve yourself for you and how you can improve yourself for those around you. If you care about those around you, then I think it's important to take feedback or learn. But then in the event that you're like, well, why should I change myself for anybody? While that is a fair question to ask, it's important to be the best version of yourself, and maybe the things you hear can help you be the better version of yourself. You could even the tone out with makeup. That is something I've been told, and I would exercise in the event that I need to be hatless. Like, say if I'm, going for a wedding or something. But what if my head sweats? Which it doesn't really, but what if it does because I'm nervous about it? Not the hat tan. Nicole is bad. Is bad. Yeah. Heard of the farmer's tan? Welcome to the hat tan. My brother called during the middle of the Lounge episode premiere today, and Stripey ended up hanging up on him. He was not happy. Your brother's like, hey, what was that? What was that about? Oh, Liana could definitely help with that. When Rob has a take that you think is absurd or totally don't agree with, do you find it difficult to say something or to call him out? I would say not. I feel like for example, Rob came into that podcast, was it last week? And for a second there was like, man, Rob's really standing Boston Rob's move here. I don't think it was a good move at all. And I definitely spoke my piece, gave my 2 cents. But I have no problem pushing back if I fully believe it. If it's a lot of theoretical talk and I'm not even fully sold on my thoughts, then I'll let it slide. I might not agree with them. Like, I'd be like, I don't know about that. But yeah, I wouldn't like call them up, be like, no, man, that's stupid. Like, I wouldn't do that. I feel like opinions on shows like this are exactly that. They're opinions, and these shows are subjective. If I truly think something was a bad move, I'll give you my 2 cents. If you don't necessarily agree, I'm okay with that. I really am. Just don't fight with me after. And this is not about Rob. It's more so about, like, engagement online. But yeah, no, I have no issue with it. I have no issue with it. Oh, gotcha, Joelle. There's hats for weddings. No, like the one Sandoval wore this week. What the fuck did he? Oh, like yeah, I guess so. Like the Peaky Blinders joint. I mean, I could get one of those to see if I like the look of it to wear at a wedding. But I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Next time I'm at a wedding, I'll find out. What is your favorite RHAP podcast that you don't host or co-host? I mean, is this a cop-out if I do say the 5 for 5? Because it truly is the 5 for 5. Where's my phone? Let me see what are some of the podcasts I've listened to lately that I've downloaded. And you specifically said RHAP. And you said the word favorite. So, for example, the one I always listen to is the End of the Year Brant Steele pod with Rob and Mike. So I listen to that to completion. I'm telling you, nowadays I don't listen to as many like I used to. But I cherry pick now. Like, for example, I checked out The Social Game this week. I listened to Pod Friends the week before I was on. I've listened to the when Renap did the Life Advice trilogy. I listened to those. Non-RHAP, I've listened to a bunch of free agent stuff here. RHAP Traitors 2 Cast Draft I did listen to. That one I've downloaded, but I know I've listened to another one after that, or 2 more after that. I believe I listened to your Traitors pod, Matt, for the premiere, if I'm not mistaken. And then what was it before that? Yeah, then like the Survivor stuff I check out. And then Big Brother season, obviously, I'm listening to the live feed updates that I'm not on. Rank all of them? I don't know about that, though. I don't know about that, Matt. How about non-RHAP fave? I listen to a lot of different YouTube ones. And then from like the reality TV sphere, I really only listen to Matt and Scally with the free agents. I've fallen off of the Diary Room. Not in a disrespectful way. I've just not been keeping up. But it's both fun to participate in and listen to. One of my favorite things is watching Chappelle knowing when Chappelle's listened because he's getting mad at him on. That's very fun to me. Social game is great. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun to ride so far. Do you have any info on the Boston RHAP event Rob has alluded to? No. Sorry if this has already been asked you, but why is Baby Andy called Baby Andy? Oh God. I believe it originated from a Renap episode back in the day, or like, you know, Andy used to call into the patron show quite a bit, and then maybe it like came up jokingly on Renap, then it became a mainstay on those. To be honest, I don't want to pretend like I know the exact way it happened. All I know is that it happened. And it was a patron thing, and then it became mainstream when he went on the show. So yeah. That's crazy to say while Matt is here. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be honest. I felt like I've not been keeping up. That's allowed to be said. That's allowed to be said, okay? Friends appreciate when friends listen to their pods, but they don't get mad if their friends don't listen to their pods. You know what I mean? Because like I do, like, Matt, when's the last time you listened to 90 Day? You know what I mean? Like, I know the answer is probably like never, or 5 months, a year ago, whatever. If it's weekly, I'm like, damn, kudos. Don't say every week, Matt. Don't you lie to me, Matt Ligori. But like what I'm trying to say is like, JK, there we go. Like it's like I enjoy my friends' content, make no mistake about it. But I am also notoriously bad at keeping up with things sometimes. I get very much like, right, this week I watched all of The Mole, all of Dondi. I'm trying to keep up with wrestling right now because the Royal Rumble's coming up next week. So I do a lot of stuff. I dabble. There's a lot of content. It really is, Matt. I thought Andy would be made a hot take on Renap. Hot take of the adult diaper should be more accepted or something. That sounds about familiar. I'm just pulling your leg. No, I know, Tom, sir. I know. But, you know, so it's fun to talk about too, you know? Next question is, have you listened to any of the Survivor postseason medium dive pods? I'm about to say something honest, and this might come off bad. I don't think I've listened to a quote-unquote deep dive, or shall we call them postseason interview, in 4 years? 5 years? The last ones I listened to was one of the Winners at War ones. I think it was did Jeremy do one? Somebody did. No, I think Jeremy did one. Somebody did one. I listened to it. But I have not listened to any of the postseason ones in a long time. I think the thing is, for me, I fall out. Once the season's done, I'm also done with it. And I'll listen to the podcast that drop that week, and then I move on. It's nothing against any of the players, especially you look at the people that have been released so far. These are all my favorite players from the season, but I have so many other things going on that I'm like, bro, I don't even remember how that season went to a certain degree, you know? Marbles, we'll do a little marbles tonight. Yes, we'll do a little marbles tonight. So, yeah. So to answer your question shortly, no. To answer your question more long is what I just said. Speaking of wrestling, have you watched Mr. McMahon? I did. Leon and I watched it together when it came out. Started watching Critical Role and got behind on so many other things. I'm doing better at keeping up with my other shows lately, though. That's good, T. Lindy. Yeah, when I fall into a new show or a YouTube channel or something, sometimes it comes at the sacrifice of a lot of other things I watch. I'm not a wrestling fan, but it was interesting. It was eye-opening for sure. Do you watch or keep up with the news? Okay. Without getting into a deep dive on this in the chat squad, so please let's not expand on this in the chat if we can. I don't watch the news. I keep up with the news now more than I did 3-4 years ago, and it came from a place of once I felt like, okay, I'm permanently here, like when Canada was a permanent resident there, or here I'm like, okay, I'm like here, you know, I'm not going anywhere. Then I was like, it is my duty to be more aware of what's going on in the country I'm in, or in the vicinity I'm in. I don't know a lot about a lot of world news, Avi, but I know a lot about stuff that's happening around, and I wish I didn't. honestly. I wish I still was a little bit ignorant with regards to not being on top of things, because I am an empath and things bum me out very easily. And I get bummed out and then I'm like fucked. So less than even 2 months ago, let's say, but less would be not zero. So yes, still. Spray bottle anthem. I'm down. I just have to see if I can get into my account here. If I can get into my account here for my soundboard, yes. I learned this week people on Twitch play something called Battle Royale Marbles, where the balls just hit each other. Yes. It's not great, Mikey. We've seen it played before. It's not as good as you might think. It's not as appealing as one would think. Same. These are tough days for us empaths, really and truly. And T. Lindy says, I relate too. DA says, empath here too. Yeah, I have about 1,000 podcasts I was downloaded I haven't listened to either, but it's too depressing or because I've been so busy at work, not cataloging things. Gotcha, Jinx. But gotta bounce the regular news with News AF. Yes, I agree. But yeah, I mean, because I feel like before I was kind of like, well, I don't care, you know, it's not in my immediate like window and bubble, then why do I care? And I would never look or keep up. But then I was like, that just kind of feels wrong. Like I need to be a little more aware of my surroundings and what's going on. And then in the same vein, I don't want to go complete like my dad route, which is my dad had just had the news on 24 hours a day in our house and was just constantly like injecting all this information into his head, and it was like he would be upset about what he's seeing. I was like, bro, then don't do it. So oh my god, Jinx, especially Aaron Parnas on TikTok or Substack or Instagram. Is this someone you check out, DH? Is that what you're saying? All right. I will oblige respawning with the spray bottle anthem before we kick off marbles. How about that? For now, I would like to call last call on questions. If you have any more, bring them up, put them in the chat or in the forum. And then after we're done with our questions, we will pull up into the marble zone. Just came out for Orange Traitors finale. Wow, what a finale. Zoke, don't tell anybody the UK stuff, but there's so much to talk about on the podcast. I'm actually can't wait to talk to Annabelle. I was brushing my teeth, but I heard you say empath. Empaths unite. Empaths unite! I do know people have to be plugged into the news because of jobs. Yes, and even they take break from the news. It's a boundary like anything else. It's okay to not know all the time. Very good words put out there, Softy. All right, next question. Just wondering if you're going to be on one of the upcoming BB retrospective seasons that Taryn is covering. If so, can you tell us which season? You know what? You are the Less Than Two crew. You are my community. You've supported me through so many things. And it's only fair that I do give you more information than others. And one of the things that makes me feel comfortable doing so is the digital NDA that we have agreed upon with each other, which is you cannot tell anybody what you see here. It is not BB9. No. You're going to hear from me really soon. You're going to hear from me in about 2 weeks' time, actually. Or is it 1 week time? No, it's the weekend, so 2 weeks time. I'll be talking Big Brother 6. And then you'll hear from me again later in the run of this show. But it's going to be a minute before you hear from me again. Let's say that. So yeah. Big Brother 6. Tie-dye marble. Yeah, you exclamation play 1, I believe, is what gets you there. Next question in the form. Is Liana's research affected at all with changes? Listen, I wouldn't pretend that I know everything about the ins and outs of Liana's job. But I will say we've talked about it. But also we don't know yet. That'll be fun. Yes, as always. It's a good time. I can't wait. I'm excited. I don't know what I should do to prep for it. I feel like my instinct is to watch I believe, and I still think it's a thing. I believe it's a video somewhere here. Like a Big Brother 6 in 5 hours or whatever, maybe something like that I'll throw on. I will not be watching the entire season again. I'm very familiar with the season that I picked, so I don't think I need to, but, you know, get a little refresh, get the greatest hits going or something. That should be the move. Or that could be the move. Yeah, this person has a BB and Hours playlist. They have 13, 12, 15, 10, 8, 11, 9, 16, 17, and 7. Oh, they don't have 6? Uh-oh. We'll be fine, though. We'll be fine. But yeah. Where were we with the form? Shit, I lost it. There we go. I found it again. And then, oh, that's a repeat question. Okay. So yeah, LG, last call, LC chat for questions. But yeah, I get to talk about Kaser. You know how it is. There is a BB6 and 26-minute video. Red Wings, the link connoisseur, hit me up. Hit me up with the link. I'll put that into my watch laters. Because that's kind of perfect. And then, wait, did ETH Animal do... ETH Animal is a great YouTuber, by the way. ETH Animal's been on our chat before, and also does stream, or has streamed at least during the Big Brother season. ETH Animal has a lot of good videos on Big Brother. I feel like ETH Animal is kind of like the Big Brother exclusive equivalent to like the Peridium, because he goes in on the Big Brother stuff. He did one on Maggie. That's exactly what I was thinking of. And he does his due diligence. So I think the combination of the 26 minutes plus that will give me all the refresher I need. So that's good. I would co-sign that comparison. ETH Animal has some great videos. Yeah, and they've collabed together before. They've talked. Thank you so much for this link. He did one on Maggie you can watch. Yeah. Oh, I mean, just read that. So I don't know why he said that. Like, you just, okay. Anyway, we're good. We're good. Can you tell I'm starting to like shut down a little bit? Let me get some water in. All right, chat. You ready for some marbles? But before marbles, we got to do the spray bottle anthem. And while I set this up, let me just say to those of you that will be leaving because you were here for the just chatting portion, I hope you had fun. Hopefully the questions were juicy and the answers were just as good. Hope you enjoyed the spoiler talk if you were here for that. I'll be back on Sunday at 5 p.m. for Amongst Goose 203. So come check us out 5 p.m. And yeah, whatever you end up doing with your weekend, I hope you have a fun time, okay? Appreciate you being here. Thank you for following. If you resubscribed here or subscribed for the first time, thank you for supporting the stream and for joining the Lesson 2 crew. Hope you enjoy your stay. Thank you for the bits, the lurkers. Hope it was a fun time for you as well. The VOD viewers, good night or good day. Is work going well, VOD viewer? Stay safe out there. And otherwise, yeah, good night, good night. All right, where was I? T. Lindy said, good night, crew and Pooya. I'm glad I was able to catch up, Pat. Hope everyone has a good weekend. T. Lindy, thanks for coming back once again. Appreciate it. That podcast is live, the one with Taryn. Yes, the one with Taryn is live. They are done live. Marble people, I'm out early tonight. Good night, Jinx. Take care. Thank you. Have a good night. You too, Ro. Take care. Sam's obviously not allowed vacation anymore because that patron link for UK Trade isn't there yet, and I'm jonesing. Lori, we put a link in the chat earlier. Somebody hooked it up. I believe Jay hooked it up, no? Jay said if you DM Jake, or if you Jake, if you whisper Jay, you can get the hookup. Did you talk about Blood on the Clock Tower? I'd love to watch a VOD to catch up. So I will not be playing tomorrow because I'm doing 2 podcasts tomorrow. Cool, thanks. No worries, Lori. I got you. You Jones it. But yeah, I'll not be playing tomorrow because I'm doing 2 podcasts, one at 2, one at 5. So obviously the 2-1 clashes completely with Blood on the Clock Tower. So if you're going to be around for Blood on the Clock Tower tomorrow, make sure to check out the one and only Dwight. Traitors UK, and well, you find out soon enough, Red Wings. I can't give y'all everything on the NDA. All right, And now for those of you that have stuck around and have been waiting for this moment to happen, where the fuck did this application go? Did it close? No, it's here. There we go. Hold on. I cannot hear what is happening. And I feel like it's important that I also hear what you hear, because then it's a problem. Nope, the input here. I don't need input. I don't know why this is doing input, but whatever. Output is in the right put. So. Who was on the Traitors feedback show? So, full disclosure, do not have our guest locked up yet. So, we will find out soon enough. Do not know yet.
Another one.
Okay,
Another
so
one.
y'all are hearing this, but I'm not. Why is that?
Another one. Another one.
Are my headphones not on? Oh, they are fucking on. Fuck. Okay, where was I? Where was I? Okay, why is it not being on here? Let me just quickly open Audio Assistant here. Okay, you know what? This has to be, I think, there. Okay, there we go. Well, now I can hear myself, which I don't like. Okay, there we go. But then by that logic, this should work. There we go. There's no more echo. You're good, Chad. That was just a quick test. That's 1, 2. Yeah. Lori, appreciate the 16-month. Thank you so much. Welcome back into the Lesson 2 crew. Thank you, thank you. All right. I have to make set up my soundboard because I've not used it in so long. But here you go. That didn't do it.
Oh my God.
Does it make you moist?
It makes me kind of moist.
Does it make you moist?
It makes me kind of. It makes me kind of. It makes me kind of. It makes me kind of moist.
Does it make you moist?
It makes me kind of moist.
Does it make you moist?
It makes me kind of moist.
Does it make you moist?
It makes me kind of moist.
Moist?
Moist.
Moist?
Moist.
Moist?
Moist.
Moist?
But am I dead?
All right, and there you have it. The anthem of a whole crew. Okay. Yeah, no problem. I don't know if anybody does have Jacob and Taryn ever heard this truly. Do we know? I don't. I think Jacob might have heard it, but I do not think Taryn. Actually, Taryn may have. I mean, I feel like as much as I'm pushing this NDA, and truly I hope you follow it, I have to imagine some people may have hinted at it before. I've not heard this before. What am I listening to? And why is Taryn saying moist so much? I actively avoid sharing this because it's like a weird impression to give people. But what happened is Taryn was doing a stream with me, and he was talking to Jacob Jones in the chat, and he asked Jacob Jones if something makes him moist because he knew that Jacob had said that on another one of my streams. So I took both of them saying that and I mixed it up. I mashed it. So yeah. All right, chat, you ready? You ready for some marbles? Marble o'clock? Yes, now. All right. Let's do a cheeky 5 tonight. And hopefully the season has already started now. We don't have to do the weird calculations here. Thank you for the lore. I always got you. Listen, as someone who loves lore, I love to share the lore. All right, let's do this. Mandy, can we just do a standard one this week, which is top 20 yes or no? Please and thank you, Mandy. VH1 listed moist as one of the most cringy words ever on a countdown show about 20 years ago. Moist was like the most popular bad, like not bad word, but like word people didn't like, the icky word. I think there's worse words out there. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Exclamation play to get involved, chat. All right, chat. You ready? I'm not. I haven't hit ready yet. I actually have. Never mind. 44 of you in here. How many? Who bet on who? Oh, it's about a 50-50 split, just about. Exclamation play. It's the last call before I switch it, chat. Let's do it. All right. Good luck, everybody. Wait, Sunshine, you have not missed the bet yet. Looks like you can still make a bet in. Make it soon. Because it's going to get removed the minute I start this. Or not the minute, but you know what I mean. Got it? Perfect. Let's go. Okay, not you asking me if it's done yet and then betting against me. I hope I win. I want the believers, the truthers to get it, because my God, it's been slim pickings. Good luck, everybody. Lil Leaf in the lead. Well, you know how it goes. First one through. Yeah, it's almost a 50-50, basically. Mythical Jade in the early lead here. Lil Leaf, though, going to the left side. Mythical Jade going the middle route. Not the Pooya Earthers? Oh, Mythical Jade has stopped a little, opening the door here for the right lane. Got people in it. Lil Leaf takes the lead. No, Jabina's in the lead. When did you get in there, Jabina? Nice. Bought the 3 in it as babies, so I named how I could identify them. What grade did you teach? Wait. You're talking about... Oh, you were talking about someone else. Gotcha. My bad. Classic me getting in the middle of a conversation during the marbles, too. Jabina smooth sailing right now. Can anyone stop Jabina? That's the question. Lil Leaf trying to make that effort in. And Lil Leaf is actually making some ground here. But is this lead too big to overcome? Oh, as Doug Dimmadab has bit the dust, unfortunately. Middle was not the way. Boom, bop, beam. Oh, that was close. Jabina makes it down into this hole. And it's a slow hole. All right, 50 seconds, and the record's still on. You can still get the record on this map. Chrissy has fallen. Are you still at the starting line? We'll find out. But what's for certain is Jabina's not, but Jabina's also just met by Lil Leaf, who has made time. And they're both down here, so it's anybody's marble. Ooh, Lil Leaf stops Jabina here. And could benefit from a bonk from Shannon. And gets it. Oh, still undecided. Lil Leaf has taken over. Jabina's right behind, though. Oh, shit. Welcome in. Quinn, thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. Lil Leaf, congratulations. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Y'all, wait. What's Quinions? Oh my god, I was about to ask, what is your community's name? Quinions, welcome in. Y'all, if you're not already following Quinn, do so. Quinn has very much entered the pod space. So stream space and pod space, I guess. Doing content out there. The other night was playing some Squid Game over on Roblox that I infiltrated and didn't win. But you know, we do what we do. Oh, was it a raid and run? No worries. Quinions, my name's Pooya. I typically have my camera on, so let me just say hello to you. I turn it off for the vibes here with the marbles. You've joined us at the tail end of our weekly Friday night stream. We're playing some marbles. You're more than welcome to join. Exclamation play when you're prompted to get involved and get in there, so you know. First raid of my life. Hey, Quinn, I'm honored. Thank you so much. I fucking dumped. Great. I'm honored. That's awesome. Thank you so much for trusting me with your first raid. So yeah, my name's Pooya. I'm a variety streamer and, you know, podcaster over on RHAP. So if you would like to follow, feel free to do so. If you're just here to say hello, give us your good vibes before you leave. Also allowed. I know it's late night on a Friday. You might want to go sleep. Want to go do something else. All cool with me. Thank you for coming in with the raid. And if you want to play some marbles, feel free to do so. Who is the most unhinged, Quinn Leon or Mike Bloom? In what context, Jay? I think context matters in that question. All right. Here's what the standings were. Only the top 11 got some points here. So we had not a lot of dumps, and I was one of them. Upset. All right. But yeah, thank you for the raid, man. And hey, if you're not following Quinn, do so. I feel like Quinn's been very active with the streaming stuff. And I think you can expect Quinn to be on in the contents streets quite a bit. Actually, Quinn, are you still here? Quinn, you still here? Before I twitch my camera off and go back into the abyss. Jimmy, thank you for the tier 2, man. Welcome back for your 51st month, Jimmy. Appreciate you. Thank you for that tier 2 as well. Thank you. Welcome back into the Lesson 2 crew. Oh, Quinn's getting involved with the marbles. Quinn, are you free on Sunday at 5 p.m., Quinn? No is a lot. After listening to Pooya and Leon Lodge, I'm not sure what context I mean. I think they all have the energy, you know, of like, you never know what could happen, what could be said. But if you're looking for like filthy unhinged, it's Mike Bloom. If you're looking for energy unhinged, I think Quinn got that high energy. And then if you're looking for like Ramblings, I think Liana. You know what I mean? Maybe. Potentially. All right. Camera's going back off now. But hey, welcome in, y'all. I am not. No worries, Quinn. We'll catch you at another time, man. We'll catch you back into the Goose Goose streets eventually. Yeah, exclamation play gets you a marble in here. You don't have to do anything else. Just watch the marbles play out, listen to some good tunes, and some side commentary from me as it goes on. All right. 50 people participating. We take those. Let's go. Good luck, good luck. Terra and Fruit Loops getting it under the wire. Love to see it. All right, let me switch the music up here. Very funny shuffle. It's not sick nasty, but it is a nasty. No, if Pooya says your name, you don't dump. That's not a thing. You're definitely in the Liana category. I'm saying the first person's name who gets through that whole chat. You already know. DH, what up? DH is in the lead. And watch. Is DH going to dump? No. No. That's not the case here. Let's not do slander on my name, shall we? Especially around company. We got company, chat. Let's be good hosts here. Got Jordan in second place. Okay. Yeah, DH is making light work of this right now. Could things go sideways? Maybe. All right, I got no. All right, there we go. All right, we got Liv in the lead. The lead has switched once again. We had quite a few people now. Lil Leaf, who was in the lead quite a bit last round, or at least in the top two. Now back in first place. We got a couple people in the back jockeying for that podium, though. All right, Lil Leaf still in the lead, unopposed relatively, but you never know if there is an equalizer coming up. Oh, what was that? What was that? Sorry, DH, huh? You said sorry, DH, in the chat. Who's in the lead now, huh? Who is in the lead right now, You done speaking slander on my name, chat? Look who won. Look who won. Wow. Wow. And record broken, no less. Oh my god, Dumps. Why did I dump? I didn't do anything wrong. Okay, you know what? It's fine. Ichiyami skipping the line here. Little Leaf taking second. Mandy in fourth. Will it be a record? It is. And in this community, we're always looking for not dumps as the bare minimum. You don't want to dump. Dump is bad. If you even finish last place but don't dump, that's a victory in and of itself. Trust me. Genraz skipping it over. And look, Quinn's about to finish the race as well. Duchess making it over there. Tomster, Boyku, Terra Teeth. Steph, no! Steph is stuck! Oh, Steph is dumped. I think everyone else is safe by the looks of it as the race is completed. All right, congratulations are in order. The top 13 have all gotten points out of this endeavor. We're not listening to G-Unit right now. No. This is the problem with using my liked songs as my playlist, is that I have such a weird mix of music that I'm just like not in the mood for some of this, and then I end up skipping a lot of them. Anyway, shall we go to the next map then? Congratulating DH on your victory. Hard fought, hard earned. Still got 3 more maps to go, to be fair, so anything can happen. Get involved. Exclamation play once again, chat, as I find the next tune for y'all. You know what? I'm kind of feeling this song right now. Quinn, what were you streaming tonight? What were you up to tonight? Talk Traitors, Dondy, and played Fall Guys. Gotcha. Okay. Cheeky little mix there. Love it. All right. 50 people in here. Last call. Exclamation player, forever hold your peace here before we go into the next race. Let's go. Ugh, a classic. I'm not going to skip T-Pain. That's my colleague right there. T-Pain, who recently turned 40. All right, first one through the obstacle, chat. We're going to follow their journey. But a lot of you are candidates right now. But there's only room for one. And Genrad's... Okay, who? Devi? Devi. All right. Genrad's right behind, though. Making a case. Exactly, Sal's here. You get it. You get it, Sal's. Got Jimmy getting involved here in the top 3. Quinn is close. Quinn's in the 4th spot. Ooh, Devi gets a nice bump off of Genrad's there. Genrad's right back here, though. I think this was the first song I heard from T-Pain, and I was in. I was like, I like this song. Then it was I'm in love with the stripper. And I was like, okay, you're cooking. But this was the first. Uh-oh, no, bad. Oh my God. At least it's a covered area, so you're not going to get like bonked out of here. Devi's still holding that first spot from the minute the game started. Once again, chat, I ask you. Nothing. I ask you no questions. I have no questions for you. Jordan now in the lead by the looks of things. Rune Queen, first time chatter as well. Getting that first time chatter luck question mark. Ready to go here. 2nd place. When is Taryn going to play marbles with you? Low key, I don't think I know what Taryn does on a Friday night. I don't know where he at. All right, Jordan making the maneuvers here, keeping it going, and losing the lead to Jimmy, who is on the lead. Look at these penguins. Tori, Oreo, and Olive Shoes, meanwhile, unfortunately have doomfed. Still room for the record to be broken, question mark. Rune Queen going up in the lead now. As we're out of that little obstacle. And it's a 3 marble race between Jimmy, Jordan, and Rune Queen. Who is going to prevail? Is anyone going to get doomed before that? Okay, Jimmy said, I'm winning this one. Congratulations. And breaks the record. Very, very small range there. Breaks the record. I finished top 5 too. Taryn is at the club. He does give club vibes, you know? I can't even begin to picture Taryn at a club, low key. Congratulations to Jimmy. Rune Queen, a first-time chatter, getting in the podium, and Jordan in 3rd place. Athelia taking 4th, and myself taking 5th, which Those of you that bet against me, you're not loving this, right? You're not loving that. A broken record 5th place is going to give me some mad points here. Look at those points. Okay. Okay, we like that. Congratulations. I'm going to scroll down a little slow so you can see where you landed. Also, Khalida, I do love that you're bringing the music taste over. And they're like, let me move closer. Move my station over here. All right, we did get a few dumps, which you don't want to see, but 2 more maps to go. A lot of redemption time, chat. My second time in 23. Hey, when you end up 23rd and the random number generator hits you with the 23rd and you get a VIP badge, then what do we do, you know? Then what happens? All right, exclamation play once again. It has reset, so everyone has to join in. This does have a water park vibe to it, this map. Oh, I love it. Last call before we kick it off, chat. Exclamation play now or forever hold your peace. Wipeout vibes? And don't you want to play some Wipeout right now? Let's do it. Good luck. Miss Americana getting in under the wire here, and it counts. Trying to pick in the mid pack since I'm already VIP. I need no cookies. Well, Boyku looks to be in the lead. Let's say at the end of this. Oh, this is not the end. This is a whole slide. How about when anyone comes out of this area? All right, Dutch is in the lead. Oh my God. Immediately Duchess gets slowed down here. Opening the door for Boyku to take the lead over. Oh my God. Boyku is ascended rather, into the air. But survived. What's this song? No. Ugh, I can't skip a window kid here. I'm sorry. From the makers of Cardigan, I present Boozy by Zero and Window Kid, who were in my top 3 on Spotify this year, actually. Fun fact. Oh, who's in the lead now? Is it Miss Americana and Daisy? Last one in, first one out? Question mark? Oh, bit of an equalizer here. Steph, Miss Americana, and Daisy lock in the first group here. Genraz has dumped. Daisy taking the lead over. Miss Americana going the long route for some reason. The laser does not get Daisy. Daisy lives to fight another day. Oh my God, I'm like confused. Oh, Daisy won. Congratulations to Daisy, who locked it in. Everyone else still looking to get a spot here. Steph locks in second place. Third place goes to Chrissy. Miss Americana takes 4th. Jordan 5th. Pixie 6th coming in 6th place. We got another group here down trying to get into that top 10. Kitty Kelly locks in. Mikey secures 8th. Ichiyami 9th. Fruit Loops in 10th. And Nicole 11th as everyone else starts coming down now. Zoke might be getting dumped here. Oh no, it's looking bad. It's not looking good. Oh, Zoke and Athelia in a very bad spot. All right, I can switch the music now. Or am I going to get doomed? Yep, we're screwed. Oh my god. Okay, so I've placed 5th once and doomed 3 times out of 4 games. Lovely. Another record broken, another set of points on the board. This is not good for me and the truthers because there's been 4 races. I think all 4 have had new records, which means a lot of points on the board. Let's see what everyone else did. Let me take you through them a little bit, one by one. All right, last race. Make it count, chat. You never know. It comes down to one race most of the times. One result can be the difference between you winning and you taking an L. Exclamation play to make it count. All right. Y'all ready? Looks to be a shorter endeavor, this one, so a record is probably going to get broken here. My prediction. May the moisture be ever in your favor. And on that note, good luck, everybody. Countdown has begun. Russ and Toms are getting in under the wire. Good luck. Here we go. All right, first one through there. That's who we're following. Pixie Sticks in a fancy vehicle over there. Chrissy is the leader to start things off here. Be careful. This is a very tough spot. Not for you, though. You seem to be okay with it. Oh my god, someone fell. Mythical Jade has McFallen. Scally missed it. Hello, Scally. How you doing, Scally? Welcome in. Lil Leaf with a bonk and a pass. DH and Chiami Forval are out. Lil Leaf still in the lead. Lil Lead, more like. Daisy's out. Good, good. Hey, appreciate it, Scally. What you been up to tonight, Scally? Lil Leaf is still in the lead. Uh-oh, that middle looks menacing. Do not go in the middle. Do not get stuck. Again, Lil Leaf. No, Lil Leaf. Land it. Oh my god, Lil Leaf is out opening the door for Megal Bagel looking to take the lead here in the W. Oh my god, Megal Bagel has McFallen opening the door for Tori Oreo now. Oh my god, what is this? This is brutal. This is brutal. Who's going to win this? Oh, Tori Oreo gets pushed forward. Nice. Congratulations. And the record is broken, as predicted. As we get people coming in here, but a lot of dooms happening simultaneously right now. Oh my god, I'm in the way back, man. Fuck. What is going on? I felt hard on fun for the first time in years and it was humbling. Oh my god, Scally, no! But you're fine. That's what matters. That's what matters. Oh my god, did you like slip on like snow, ice, or was it just like a fall in the house? Also, you don't have to share if you don't want to. Just preface that. I think we're gonna dumph. Oh my god, I'm still up there. Yeah, goodbye. Just get rid of me. Get rid of me. All right. Tonight we'll answer the question, chat. Is 1 5th place finish good enough for top 20? We'll find out. We'll find out. I'm not feeling good, Brev, but I'll find out. Tomster is doomed, and take Liv out with you. Take Liv out with you. Take Liv out with you. Doomph Liv. Yes, thank you. Oh, we're in this together, Liv. We're in this together. Last week I fell asleep waiting for the pad on Pooya's Twitch page and woke up 13 minutes after it ended. Oh my god, Khalida. Very, very specific nap that happened there. Only 21 competitors finished this one. We'll find out how this goes down. Wow, Liv, really? All right. AZ says, bye, brownies. Wow, AZ, already? There's these stupid upstairs half ramp near me, and I lost my footing falling down. Not steep, but scraped my knee through my pants. Oh, my God. I hate that, Scally, for you. That is awful. I think if I was ever to rank falling in places, which I would never, because why would anyone rank that? I would say that falling on stairs is like one of the worst things. It might be the worst one for me. Falling on like ice is also really bad, but falling on stairs might be up there, I think, as the worst. Because you never, like, yeah, I don't like it. You lost? Okay, all right. Well, we'll see about that, shall we? Let's find out. By the way, top 3 VIP badge, random number generator times 2 for the other 2 VIP badges. 5 VIP badges going out tonight. And in third place, DH getting a VIP badge up in here. Ichiyami in the second place spot, giving the victory to Lilif coming into the winner's circle. Congratulations. I did not make top 20. Shit. Okay, well. All right, to answer your question, no, you cannot get 5th place was not enough tonight. The truthers have McFallen once again. All right, and a VIP badge final here to DH. Boom. Okay. Let's see where everyone landed. Get familiar with your numbers, and then we'll go from there. And then to fall upstairs more than down. Oh my God, mythical Jade. I broke my arm twice falling downstairs, once in middle school between classes. One. Oh my God, Megal. I do not envy you in that position at all. Lost my brand points, but it was worth it. All right, let's see how everyone else did. Get familiar with your numbers, then we'll run the random generator for the 2 VIP badges. Finished 27th. 7 off where I needed to, so. I got a total of 56 participants tonight. So we're going to run it from 4 to 56. Okay. 4 to 56. First one is 52. Well, Quinn did raid, participated in 2 races and left, and leaves with a VIP badge. Rigged. Classic Liv. Every now and then, let me make sure I get that right. Done. Okay. One more VIP badge incoming, and that's going to go to number this. Okay. See, now the problem is, Liv, you say rigged, and then this happens, okay? So I hit random. And it lands on 50. And who's 50? I look over. It's fucking Liv. Now it sounds rigged. Obviously, Liv as a mod cannot accept a VIP badge, so we do a reroll. And that reroll goes to... Bro, there are other numbers. 56. Danny, congratulations on the VIP badge. Last person on the list does get a VIP badge. So I've hit it 3 times. And it has landed on 52, 50, and 56. I'll hit it one more time. Liv, you gave up your number. You gave up yours when you said rigged. It went to 13. 13. Lucky number 13 tonight is... Okay, give it the... you're such a little troll. It's Mandy at 15. I see what you're doing. It goes to 13. We're going to Jabina with this one. Enjoy your VIP badge, Jabina. Wow, Liv. Should I run one more, chat? AZ, think we're giving this up to Quinn. Appreciate you. Quinn, you're probably gone. Probably long gone by now. But welcome in to Less Than 2 Crew officially. Okay. Let's run one more. One last number. And that number is 8. Who is 8? Steph, who is already a VIP badge and will therefore retain the VIP badge. We roll again. And it's 49. 49 is Heather Lynn. Congratulations. Congratulations to Heather Lynn. It's Heather Lynn. Make sure I spelled Heather right. Yes. I am 9. Hey, listen, I don't decide. The random number generator decides. The random number generator decides. All right, y'all. 49, 50, not 51, 52. Oh my God, that is wild when you think about it. All right, Ed Sheeran, not right now. Not right now. Not right now. Not right now. All right. Chat, this was so much fun. Thank you for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. And all the way through to the marbles. We are the #1 community on Twitch, unmatched. And every week I'm reminded of this when I get to hang out with y'all at the pad. I'll be back on Sunday as advertised. We will be doing Goose Goose Duck. So make sure you pull up for the good vibes, good times, the suspicions and the pushes and the shoves and the accusations and all that good fun stuff. All right. I'm going to dip out now. I'm going to go. I've got 2 podcasts tomorrow. We got shit to do. All right. Hey, of course, Doug Dimmadab. I got you. All right, I'm going to send you over to a friend of the stream, a friend of mine. Goes by the name of SG Vigilante. Okay? She has great energy. Top 5 energy. No matter, and looks like she is on hour 6 going to 7 of stream. And let me tell you, I have a feeling the reaction we're going to get, it's like the stream just started, you know? So go say hello. Thank you for hanging out. Pooya only 27, regulation zone for real. I know I'm not getting lip from a fellow Man United fan right now, okay? If there's something we know, it's being in the relegation battle, my friend, okay? We're in this together. Thank you so much, chat. I hope you have a good night, truly, and a good weekend. I will see you all on Sunday, or some of you. Otherwise, y'all be safe out there. Take care. Have a good one.